With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. Once clicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much TSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun your child's can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're from bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teachers nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to the light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 15th of September 2024. Already we are halfway through the goddamn month. I swear to fuck, I don't know if it's an age thing, but time just seems to fucking go so much goddamn faster the older you get or whatever. It's just a bizarre fucking phenomenon, but it doesn't feel like that long ago that we're fucking celebrating January in a brand new year, and lo and behold 2024 is almost fucking gone as quickly as Phil's fucking money after a fucking massive whaling and tips straight to WWE champions. But anyway, hope you're all doing well indeed. And yeah, I need to shout out this. Taco's created this little montage of Phil stuff in his piggy little face. It was Saturday celebration. It's like, the streak continued, guys. We had that last second anonymous whale Mary tip. So Phil got to eat food on Saturday on stream for his audience because the streak somehow continued. So Tacos created this little montage of like that. I had to just include it for the bingo. And this one here in particular, this particular thing here of him holding the fork like this, like up vertically like that way, like up. I don't understand. I have never in my life seen anybody eat food in this sort of manner, where like the fork is that way and it's like I'm gonna fucking curb my nose with my fork now and shovel it in this way, like in reverse or whatever. It's so bloody strange. But yeah, I had to share Tiger's creation, very robust indeed. So yeah guys, I hope you're all enjoying the weekend so far. You know, I enjoyed my little detox from Phil on Saturday. I went and checked out a little bit of Detracted Beam. Get to see, you know, Snood and Indrid, you know, enjoying themselves watching Phil. But I pieced out quickly. I was like, you know, if I'm not doing bingo, I can't seem to enjoy Phil for too long a fucking period of time. It's like I need I'm fucking I have the fuck off of that. It's like he's too annoying. But Saturday's my day off. I'm gonna fucking enjoy my day off. I'm just gonna fucking do anything other than watch Phil because fuck that guy. Today he is going to inflict upon us a whole bunch of shilling. Let's look at new merch samples and a gaming schedule update. So that's a podcast in store for us today. Remember though guys, DSP is not a shill. Now buy all this shitty merch. Fuck me man. But yeah, I mean I'm not surprised. Morgana says Phil had a 40-minute LTG rant. I'm not surprised whatsoever. As soon as fucking Phil said, I've got to set in the video, but we don't have time to go through it today, I'm talking to June. I knew it was going to fucking be done at the next possible fucking opportunity I had, which was essentially the next fucking day on a Saturday. So I feel like I fucking dodged the goddamn bullet there. But yeah, LTG is just constantly fucking annoying Phil by not doing what Phil wants him to do. And like Phil just can't take no for an answer, which is a strange fucking thing. You think Phil would respect somebody not wanting to do anything with them? Like, can you put the shoe in our foot? I mean, like, Phil would fucking be freaking out if people were constantly fucking harassing him to try and do content. This guy's stalking me. No, he won't leave me alone. He keeps fucking talking about me. He keeps challenging me, and I told him I don't want anything to do with him. Not sure. If it was the other way around, Phil would be the biggest victim in the world because this person won't leave him alone, trying to make fucking content out of them, using them. But no, it's perfectly fine for Phil to constantly harass and stalk other fucking people on the internet trying to do content and make money off them. It makes no goddamn sense. Anyway, so yeah, Phil's live, but he's just, not talking yet as far as I know. No, just still shitty fucking music. I love how Piece of Pieces tips tracker did not respect Phil Bonnell's last second whale Mary tip from Tuesday night. And or Thursday night, was it? No, it was Thursday night, wasn't it? It was Thursday night, yeah. The last second the wheel Mary tip was not acknowledged. And so PSP said, nah, I'm not counting that, it's $77. So Phil likes to fucking believe the streak's still going, and he's still got it going, his little counter as well. The King Streak says 9, but nah, I don't count it. Piece of Pieces not counting it, Clint's counting it, because we all know the streak died, but Phil couldn't accept it because he was desperate just to fucking shovel food down his fucking gullet for his audience. So, I've got a wee random old classic clip to look back on. And it's something that is an interesting clip for a couple of reasons. It's titled Phil or DSP Gaming's thoughts on how he pays his shitty tax. It's meant to say taxes, whatever. It's a 7-year-old clip. This was made on the 28th of July 2017. So this is predating the bankruptcy, this is predating the bank leaks, this is predating WWE Champions knowledge or whatever. And Phil is, at one point Phil mentions here his plan for PayPal and having multiple PayPal accounts because he didn't want he wanted certain PayPal accounts not to be tied in with his business. Very kind of strange talk from Phil. But I just kind of thought it'd be interesting to go through about the blast in the past and see Phil's logic and reasoning for having different kind of setups or whatever. He's going live now, great. I'm going to put that little bitch on pause and we can just fucking enjoy this little blast in the past.
So, the final forum question will be from The Right.
Oh, this is too slow. This is way too slow. We need to go 1.5. 1.5 speed is mandatory.
And he says, hey Phil, as a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer, how exactly do taxes work for you? Do you have to report 2 small businesses in terms of YouTube and Twitch? Are there any tips that you can give YouTubers or streamers in terms of not being screwed over by taxes or any mistakes you made in the past that could help out someone doing it for the first time? I just did my taxes. So this is a very pertinent question. I can help people out. If you either do YouTube or Twitch or both, here's some advice. Number 1, you don't have to be a business. You can be. You can actually create a business and you can have your own kind of business. You can say, oh, do I want to be a sole proprietor? Do I want to be an LLC? All up to you. You can do that. You can register it as a business and then you can have certain tax filings and the like. I've never done that. And here's why, folks. I'm not an employee of Twitch and I'm not an employee of YouTube. I'm considered an independent contractor, someone who makes royalty money on content and a service that I provide to both businesses, okay?
So before he continue, I don't actually think he was aware. Like, I think this might predate him not paying his state taxes. Also, this is a clip from July 2017. And Phil had just finished his tax stuff or whatever in April of that year. And I think the revelation that Phil wasn't paying his business taxes, or state taxes, sorry, came a year or so after this. So Phil is talking like he's a very knowledgeable person on the matter about taxes, when he wasn't paying what he was meant to fucking paying. So just bear that in mind. It's a very old clip, where Phil believes he's doing everything right and he's done nothing wrong, whereas in fact he was doing everything wrong.
Okay. Therefore, they can't fire me. I can't quit, but we have an agreement in place that we can basically dissolve at any time, all right? The way it works is based on ad revenue, or in the case of Twitch, it's based on cheer revenue, sub revenue, ad revenue, and tip revenue, okay? Outside of tips, all the money is funneled formally through either the partnership company that I'm with on YouTube, so it used to be Machinima, now it's Curse, or on Twitch, it's actually funneled straight directly through Twitch, the company. What happens is you sign up for these contracts, you give them your information on how you want to be paid, which is primarily PayPal, and they send money to PayPal every month depending on your earnings, on how you do your performance, okay? For tax purposes, all right, these companies actually are not legally required to give me any kind of tax documentation whatsoever. So,
and that's actually changed with PayPal. Within the last couple of years, I believe, that has actually changed, where if you earn over a certain amount, they will basically have some sort of form for tax purposes done. In America, anyway. I think if you earn over 100k or something, or even less than that, I think maybe over 50k in 1 year in PayPal, it'll be an automatically generated form related to taxes that PayPal will do. So this is an old video. Back in the day though, back in the past, PayPal wasn't doing that sort of thing.
But from my end, I have to be sure that I'm maintaining records, for example, my PayPal account history, so I can show this payment came in at this time. My bank account history to show at this time I transferred from PayPal to my bank account, yada, yada, yada. That's how it really works. You have to have that paper trail. So the good news is it's all automatically done. PayPal tracks that. Your bank account should automatically track that. As long as you have that stuff set in stone, you can see it when you have your tax time come around or in case you ever get audited. As long as you can bring up that history, you're good to go, okay? That's in the case of everything I mentioned that's not tips or donations, okay? That's considered earned revenue. That's full taxable revenue that you have to report, all right? And you have to be sure that you pay taxes on it. Because the bottom line is all that revenue you bring, I said the bottom line again. I just noticed. All that revenue you're bringing in has no taxes taken out of it. At least if you live in the United States. I don't know how other countries work. In the United States, no taxes are taken out of any revenue that I get either from my partnership company on YouTube or from Twitch. It's just full on money. What I'm required to do, okay, is with my account, because I have an accountant that does my taxes every year, estimate the amount of income that I'm going to make in a quarter. So that's 3 months' time. At the end of every quarter, I'm required to send an estimated tax payment to the federal government. Now, also when I live in Connecticut, I had to send an estimated tax payment to the state government, but now that I live in Washington State, there are no state taxes here, so that's one that's gone away immediately, which was great, okay? This part is difficult because the bottom line, I said the bottom line, because it's hard to estimate what you're going to do. Right now, I have no idea what I'm going to make this month. I have no idea what I'm going to make next month. YouTube ad revenue could plummet, YouTube ad revenue could go back up. There's no way to tell. So how do you estimate what you're supposed to pay for a quarter of earnings? You can't really. It's a guesstimate. Really, it's not really an estimate. It's a guess. And sometimes, if things are down...
I mean, to me, it's quite fucking simple. So isn't it meant to be a certain percentage of the money you make is meant to go towards taxes? That percentage is meant to stay the goddamn same. So you take what so you have a figure, the figure that you're paid, you have that solid number. When you see that figure, you think, oh, there's my money, there's what I made. And then you just fucking do the calculation to take a certain percentage of what you were given and put that percentage aside as taxes. To me, that's the most logical explanation as to how you're meant to know how much you're paying in taxes. You're given the money, and then it's up to you to make sure you fucking divide a part of that appropriately to put towards taxes. I mean, call me crazy, but that seems like the most logical way to do it.
I'll pay less, and sometimes if things pick up, like the end of the year, I'll pay more. But mostly what I try to do is get an average estimate of what I'm going to make as a year as a whole. I divide it by 4, and those are the 4 payments that I make during the course of the year, okay? It's tough, and without having a professional to actually look at all your finances, it's very hard to figure out what you owe on your taxes when you're self-employed like I am. In addition, there's tons of tax write-offs for the self-employed. For example, anything that I buy that's related to the business, a video game, this controller, the cost of ink for the printer that printed out my questions for Ask the King or has anything business related, the cost of electricity in the house, the cost of the internet for the house, all these things are tax deductible, meaning I have to pay for them, but I cannot be taxed on them, meaning I will not have to pay taxes for the amount of money and stuff that I spend on the business. So if I reinvest money into the business, it helps me because it allows me to pay less taxes on a yearly basis. There's tons of things you can do that are considered tax deductible. This room is my office. I only come in this room if I'm going to do work for YouTube or Twitch. That's it. I don't come in this room for any other purpose. So because of that, this is considered my office, and anything within it is considered tax deductible, and I get a write-off of a certain amount of money every year for having a room in my house, certain square footage, that is for business only. When I lived in Connecticut, I was not able to get that tax write-off because my condo in Connecticut had a living room, and yes, the living room was used for business, but I also relaxed in there. I used it to watch television and all of that, and therefore that room was not legally able to be claimed on my taxes as a tax write-off, which sucked. I never got the tax break that I deserved for doing YouTube when I lived in Connecticut. So a huge asset to be able to claim that on my taxes, okay? Are there any tricks or any advice that I can give?
Is it really a huge asset though when it's such a fucking small tiny room, or is Phil trying to fucking argue that he is claiming multiple parts of the house as a tax write-off? I know, it's one of those interesting fucking like what if fucking things. Because remember, on the side scrollers, they challenge Trill on what goes towards paying the taxes, what is business expenses, whatever. And Phil mentioned his mortgage as being a business expense, which is apparently not completely legal to do.
Sure, let me put it this way. If you're getting revenue that has nothing to do with YouTube or Twitch paying you or a partnership company paying you, for example, donations and tips, all right? I just recently adopted accepting tips on while streaming on Twitch. I have this thing set up that people can go to my Twitch page, you click on a link, you can put it in, you can be anonymous, or you could have your name and get a shout out for it, and you can send me a tip, and that goes directly to a PayPal account. The PayPal account associated there is a separate PayPal account for visibility on that, because I want that income to be completely separate from all of my other income. Why? Because if you mix that shit up, okay, and then let's say, for example, some asshole sends you a $100 tip to Phil, here you go, but then they try something called a chargeback. If you're not aware what that is, when someone sends you a tip via PayPal, what they can do is then say, oh, my credit card was stolen, that wasn't me, or I didn't authorize that charge, oh, my son did that without my permission, I don't authorize that, you should give me that money back. PayPal will put that transaction in dispute. Now imagine if you had not a separate PayPal, but it was your PayPal account where you have your personal money coming in from your partnership company, from Twitch, from everyone, and all of a sudden you get a million chargebacks from assholes who were trying to troll you. Now all your funds are frozen. That's terrible. That's horrible. That'd be a very bad situation for people. So that's why I have a new PayPal account. It's separate just for the tips, and legally it lets me have visibility on the amount of tips I'm bringing in every month. And if the freeze happens, I have a full visibility on it, and I'm able to take care of it and not worry about, oh no, now I'm locked and I have no money and I can't even pay my bills because all my fucking money got locked up in this account. Okay. Now the good news is PayPal doesn't put up with that shit anymore. As I learned very quickly, because I'm not even kidding you, the first week that I started accepting tips on Twitch, I had 3 different attempts at a chargeback. Okay, guess what I did? I wrote to PayPal and I explained, no, I'm a Twitch streamer. These came through Twitch. You can actually see for visibility purposes. Here's my business. These were tips sent during the stream. This person got an appropriate shout out. Therefore, the business transaction was completed. This guy is completely full of shit. And honestly, since they're now committing fraud, you should shut down their account. And guess what? PayPal responded and said, we have found in your favor, you keep the money and we are going to penalize this person who tried to do this. I was so pleased. I was like, holy shit. PayPal actually sticks up for people who do this. So I was like incredibly happy. I'm like, wow, so that means when people are sending me these tips, if they try to troll, I'm still going to get the money, which is awesome. So awesome. That's what I recommend you do if you're going to accept tips via streaming.
Oh my God, what's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson, Craig Stallion for the super chat, who says, I have to imagine that Phil is looking forward to a Trump or Harris administration with a no tax on tips. What a greedy little piggy he will be. It's, I don't think that will apply to Phil Burnell, to be honest, because when most people think of people getting to keep their fucking tips and not get taxed on their fucking tips, they're not thinking of content creators online asking an online community to try and give them money away. They're probably thinking of like people working in like the restaurant industry, you know, like waiters, you know what I mean, and everything else. Like those guys are meant to get like fucking taxed on tips, not shit, which is kind of shit, you know. So nah, I don't think it will apply to Phil Burnell whatsoever, because it's like, why would it? Why should it apply to him? So nah, it's I don't know. I mean, that's my impression anyway. I don't think it will apply whatsoever to Phil Burnell, although he is hoping it will. He did mention it. I'm pretty sure he did actually bring this up at one point in time, but he was hoping that it would come to pass essentially, because Phil would love to not pay taxes on his PayPal contributions, which is it makes up a lot of his income. You know, it's usually about half of his income, or sometimes more than half of his income is basically tips. So when you're earning more than tips than you're fucking earning on your actual work, you know, quote unquote, then it's quite an interesting scenario you're in, where it's like you're relying on tips more than anything else. The best example is obviously to show this. These are historical graphs that Peter Peace put together, and you can see the YouTube money is there. Let me get rid of that so it's on the way. The YouTube money's there, and the tips money's there. So the YouTube's red, and the Patreon and the tips are purple. And you can see there's more in tips for January of 2023, February, March. There was actually more on YouTube, wasn't by much, but April there was more in tips. For the most part, Phil makes more money on tips than he does on YouTube. And if you go back to previous years as well, it was kind of roughly the same kind of thing. Phil had a rough kind of steady, you know, amount of money he made on YouTube or whatever, but the PayPal tips were primarily the bigger source of income for him. Which, and obviously Phil wouldn't like to get taxed on that because he wants to keep every single fucking dollar of that fucking tip money, you know? But it's a weird thing. And to me, it's kind of a weird notion where you fucking make more in tips than you do from your actual business, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, Phil can argue, you know, YouTube money, the money Phil makes on YouTube, ad revenue and memberships and super chats, whatever, that's money he's earning essentially, you know what I mean? And people are giving him money for the work he's doing or whatever. The tips, you know, when the tips are, you know, more than what you're doing for your work, it's I don't know, it's just it's a strange look to me, and it's like, I don't know, it's so weird. Look at that. Phil in 2021, May of 2021. Remember, he just got kicked off Twitch. When he got kicked off Twitch, and his begging was super hard. So in 1 month, in 2021, May of 2021, Phil was given almost $12,000 in tips. That's just one singular month right there. As well as, like, you know, almost $4 grand on YouTube. Oh, it's insane amounts of fucking money. But yeah, I mean, naturally Phil was going to, you know, hope that, yeah, you know, no more taxes on the tips or whatever, but I don't think it's going to apply to, you know, content creators that, you know, have used PayPal.
Big warning. your tips are fully taxable just like the rest of your income. Some people seem to be under this impression that if people send you money during a stream, that's yours and there's no taxes or nothing on it. Wrong. All that money is fully taxable because it's a tip, not a donation. Legally, the wording that it works for United States law is that a donation is something given to someone with no expectation of anything in return, and it's non-for-profit. So if you give money to a foundation who's doing cancer research, and it's a non-for-profit foundation, all they're doing is try to research to fix cancer, then that's a donation. But if you give money to a streamer, that's a tip, and therefore that streamer has to pay taxes on that money as if it were normal income they earn through any other source. So that's very important. I get the feeling there's some people out there who aren't doing their taxes right, and give it a couple of years, if the IRS catches up with them and realizes there's thousands and thousands of dollars that they didn't pay taxes on, there's going to be a nice big balloon payment coming up on their ass in the next couple of years.
It's quite funny he fucking said that because lo and behold, Phil was not paying his taxes properly because he wasn't fucking paying the state taxes. You know, the absolute irony of that right fucking there, where Phil's fucking mocking other people for not paying their taxes properly, and lo and behold, he wasn't himself. And he blamed his fucking accountant, his tax accountant guy, back in Connecticut.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you hear that some big Twitch streamers, all of a sudden the bubble bursts on them, and next thing you know, the IRS is coming in to take all their income. But I don't know. All I know is I'm doing it the right way, and that's a big hope for you, I hope, with the information I just gave you, okay?
Spoiler alert, he was not doing it the right way.
Mistakes I made? I never really made any mistakes. The only mistake I really made was fucking doing this in Connecticut, because Connecticut is one of the worst fucking states that you can be self-employed in. Here's the deal with Connecticut, I'm not even lying. Number one, there's a self-employment tax that the state charges you that takes more money away from you just because you're self-employed. Gee, I really want to go start a business in Connecticut, don't I? It's fucking stupid. It makes no sense at all why they would do that, but they do it. They take more money from you. Number two, the real estate taxes in Connecticut are higher. Number three, the gas taxes in Connecticut are higher. Number four, there's state tax in Connecticut that you're required to pay, rather than if, like for now, I live in Washington State, there's no state tax. However, the sales tax...
Yeah, there is, Phil. I love old Phil, past Phil, being absolutely fucking certain that these things weren't fucking applying to him in Washington. There's no state taxes in Washington. Oh, by the way, either are, and you're meant to be fucking paying them all this time.
Tax here is higher by about 3%. So if I willingly choose to go out and spend money, okay, then I pay more taxes, and that's my choice. But if I just sit here and I work and I don't spend money, I don't pay those taxes. In Connecticut, literally just by working, you owe the state money. It makes no fucking sense, okay? And of course, I hate the weather in Connecticut, but tax-wise, it was terrible. I was literally, every year, I'm not exaggerating, some years paying upwards of more than $5,000 or more to the state of Connecticut for nothing. Because I'll tell you, you might think, oh, well, all that tax money they're taking from you, the state must be beautiful. There must be amazing roads and highways. The infrastructure must be great. Terrible. It's better here in Washington. The roads here are smooth and paved, and everything here is nice. Out in Connecticut, the roads are falling the fuck apart. Everything's terrible. The government there is awful. So if you're going to be self-employed and do YouTube and Twitch and everything for a living, do your research and try to start it up. Live in a state where you're not going to get completely destroyed by taxes because of bad government.
And Phil did not do his research, and it turned out he wasn't paying his taxes properly, and he got stung by that later. So yeah, that was a very old clip I found. The uploader was somebody called Marcus Daly. He made some detractor videos or whatever, you know what I mean? Someone recommended as well there afterwards about the Phil and his honeymoon or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just kind of thought it was an interesting blast in the past. You know, Phil's confidence about, oh, I'm doing it right and other people are doing it wrong, and this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing this and doing that or whatever. So, oh, there's no actual Crown intro today. How strange. Maybe it's because of a special React Day thing, who fucking knows. I was expecting the fucking Crown intro thing to happen, but nah, it isn't. Well, in that case, let's just fucking get on with the fucking bingo. Guys, can I please have a random number in the chat so we can play some bingo today? The first number in the chat I saw was from, let's have a wee quick look, Morgana. Morgana is first to the punch by saying the number 6510. That's an interesting fucking number. So let's just type in number 6510, hit enter, and this is the bingo card we have for today's show. Cheers, Morgana, for that. Meester is saying, Morgana submitted it before you said it. Not to me. Like, when I finished asking and I looked at the chat, Morgana said it. And there is a slight delay obviously between what I say and when you guys hear it, but when I finished speaking and looked up at the chat, Morgana had then responded to me. So, I'm just saying, I don't know what else to fucking do about that. If Morgana guessed I was going to fucking say it and timed it spot on, then fair enough. But yeah, it's just the way it goes. The bingo card we have for today is as follows. We need Phil to say, by the way, him giving a good old prayer hands, him saying business, hate to say, and alright. The second row is Phil saying it is what it is, him standing up, him saying what the fuck are you talking about, him laughing and him saying shocked. The third row is Phil mocking his own chat, him getting at least $150+ in tips, him saying king, him discussing politics, and him saying dude. The fourth row is Phil smacking his lips, him saying would argue, him butchering a word, him being all cloud mode, and him saying friend. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying, so anyway, Basically, him doing hand graphs, him saying content, and finally him clearing a shot. So that's the bingo card we have for today's show. Cheers again, Morgana, for that. And if Morgana gained the system, whatever, so be it. You know what I mean? All I know is that when I finished asking...
She's a big fucking bitch.
When I finished asking and thought that was the first comment I saw, and it didn't come too early. But thank you very much to Mr. Piggy for the super chat. It says, here's to donate to the bingo jackpot and to request a roasting of my Project 25 Week 5 live stream. I'd love to be the subject of a King Jad VCMP stream. I mean, I don't usually branch out other than doing like Phil stuff, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where I don't really, like, you know, like, I know some people have suggested that I look into doing other things as well, sometimes in terms of like, you know, cover things that Boogie does, or Wings, or, you know, Lolcow stuff, you know, and for example, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't usually kind of do that. I usually just kind of have them focus on DSP, and I don't really go off the rails too much. But, I mean, to fair though, the project you've got going on, it's certainly something I'll look into for sure, just to see my own time or whatever. And if other people are curious as well, of course, Mr. Pika it's like, all you need to do is also search your name on YouTube, you know, and your channel shop, yeah, also Mr. Pika was one of the first bingo winners, remember? Yeah, they were the first ones to win bingo, because their marble came first before everyone else's. And yeah, I still remember, I actually got to tell Pika I got to tell them when they were live streaming they won bingo. That's a fucking rare fucking thing, to actually be able to tell somebody, hey, by the way, sorry to interrupt your stream, but you won bingo because your marble came first. And I was like, what the fuck? That's a pretty cool fucking moment. But yeah, I'll have a wee look into it later on. But cheers for super chat, Mr. Pika right, bingo time. Also, the aim of the game, as you guys know by now, for a bingo, is to try and get 25 out of 25 on the bingo board you see before you on the screen. If I manage to do that, we will add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $120. So there we go. And there's a variety of ways for us to try and get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil burps begs or says basically 10 times before he starts recording for shitty React content, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in direct control of one of the ways we can get a free space. The rest are controlled by Phil and his bizarre bonus functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch he is, and him saying basically all the goddamn time. So there we go. And obviously the aim of the game, as you guys know, is to try and get a full house on the card. At the end of the month of September, the very end of the month, the last day we do a bingo stream, at the end of the month, we're going to have a marble race to determine who gets to win half of that bingo prize fund. So if you want to have a chance of winning half that bingo prize fund in a marble race, you've got to make sure you have a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you haven't done it yet, date before the end of the month. You've been warned. I'm not going to harp on about it. Just fucking get it done. Get your name down if you've not done it already, so you may have a chance of winning the bingo prize fund. You've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. I think I've covered all the bases. The only thing left for me to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us into battle once more.
Hello there.
That'll do, I guess. Good luck, everybody. This might be a fucking rough one, because Phil's going to be showing his merchandise. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we're taking a step back to calm down, relax, have a nice day of normalcy. And what I mean by that is, today we're going to be talking about a lot of positive stuff. I'm going to be doing a gaming schedule update, where we're going to be going through all of the game releases for the rest of the year, or at least those that have solid release dates. And we're going to be looking at the ones that I'm most interested in, that you will know what games I'm playing and when to tune in. Also, I'm excited to announce that I received some merchandise samples from a company that I've been in talks with over the last couple of weeks about the possibility of making me some merch again for the first time in many, many years. And so what we're going to do today is sit down and take a look at this and see what you guys think. Obviously, I want to get some public opinion on, quality and if you're interested, and go from there. Plus, we'll talk about, the week coming up and everything. It's going to be a nice, relaxing, normal, podcast day. Alrighty then. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Okay, we're going to skip past this crappy intro.
Hey, everybody. Today...
Okay. 1 down, 24 to go.
Alrighty, everybody. Today is Sunday, the 15th of September, 2024, React Day, here in my content where I take a day away from gameplay, excuse me, to do some different kind of stuff, reacting to some clips that you guys submitted over on the DSP React channel for my show DSP versus the Internet. And also later tonight, a very laid-back, interactive, and chill stream where we go back to the past of my content creation from way back when, where in a retro React stream, I'll be reacting to my Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut playthrough from PS1 way back in 2015. So a good day of different style of content, right? And that's a good thing to break it up a little bit. I've now been doing 3 straight days of gameplay. It's always good to mix it up. And quite honestly, I'm glad that today is going to be a much more chill, interactive podcast stream. And what I mean by that, I don't have any kinds of dramatic topics to talk about today. We've got no interviews lined up for today. Today is going to be a day of kind of sitting back and saying, all right, let's just enjoy each other's company. Let's chill a bit, right? Let's have a more metered approach to content creation. You know, I've been getting some feedback recently. Some people really like me talking about detractors and drama and things like that. And others don't. And I get it because, you know, I feel like we got to find that happy medium, right? We got to find that level of balance so that you guys are entertained, but it's not too much. It's not over the top cringe, all right? For example, already I can tell you, there's stuff I could be talking about today right now. Stuff that the people who are the drama hounds are like, oh yeah, let's get to it. But I was like, nah, I think today we want to definitely take a step back and just kind of relax rather than, you know, keep leaning into it as hard as I have been, particularly, you know, this week. So I think it's time to chill with Phil here on the Level 1 podcast. Now, if you're okay with that, stick around and welcome. If you're not okay with that and you're upset, sorry, don't worry. I'm sure there's going to be some coming up. In fact, like I said, there's stuff that will be build. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I said, that kind of stuff is for when there's really nothing going on and, you know, you want to have content, but, you know, then you lean into it. It's not something that you do every single day because then it becomes all-encompassing, right? It becomes the end-all, be-all of who you are and what you do with content, and I don't want that to happen. I want to be the person I've been for 16 years, loving games, chilling and relaxing and having a good interaction with all of you every day without...
I wonder how long this will last if support fucking dries up because he's not fucking talking about the drama topics. Yeah, I'm really wondering how... And so I wonder as well, the merchandise is going to fucking start showing. What will it be about? I guarantee you, there's going to be a fucking King reference in a fucking merchandise. I guarantee it. And I'm fucking best. I guarantee. So here's 2 things. If these 2 things happen on Phil's merchandise samples, I'm giving us a fucking free space. 1 for each, okay? These 2 fucking things. 1 is for the fucking word King to feature in the merchandise, and 2 is the word felt or felted or whatever. If those 2 fucking things happen, I'm giving us a free space for each of them. The King one feels like a fucking slam dunk. The felt one, who knows?
Oh, having that negative element all the time. Not to say that it's not fun to do it every once in a while. I do, actually. You know, like I said, right now, there's 2 different things going on that absolutely I could talk about this entire show. But, nah, I don't want to go too heavy into it because then it becomes too much. So, I hope you understand that, where I'm coming from. And again, if not, well, I'll welcome you back when I get back to that stuff, okay? Cool. All right. And by the way, I'm sure people will be bringing it up. I'm sure today there are people asking questions or saying, hey, did you hear about this or what about this? I got, you know, and that's fine. That's if you want to bring stuff up, we can do that. But just understand that I'm not going heavily into it today whatsoever. All right. It's not off limits for discussion. It's just I have other things to do that I feel are just a lot more interesting and important to cover, you know.
I'm going to translate that as to him fucking saying, don't fucking hold back and contributing to me to ask about it, but I'm not going to divulge too much into it. He's basically encouraging super chats and tips or whatever to ask about these fucking topics or whatever. But Phil's like, nah, I'm not going to fucking dive into that on my own volition.
Aiming first, right? Okay. Oh no, again, CJ Johnson, he says, so there's no drama to talk about? No, there's tons. Like, no lie, there's actually tons. Stuff has happened that people already know about because these people who were involved are just so silly. They publicly announce things stupidly. Instead of just doing them and keeping them behind the scenes like they should, they publicly announce everything because they're doing it for attention, you see? Like me, I told you guys, I've been reaching out to a whole bunch of people across the internet to see if they want to come and be a part of my content, whether it's for collabs, whether it's for an interview on the show. Have I told you all the people who I've messaged in our conversations? Of course not. But, you know, for me, it's like, you keep that stuff behind the scenes, under wraps.
You told us about some, though. You fucking told us some. And you fucking called it Maximilian Dude for not responding to you, very publicly. And you felt they fucking slighted you for that. And you were upset about it, even though you claimed you fucking weren't. That was kind of unprofessional in my opinion.
Until it's gonna happen. And then you say, hey guys, so just so you know, now this is happening, here we go. These people, they just can't keep their lips shut about stuff. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, no, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, because I guess someone, literally as I was saying this, someone just said in chat, Wings on level 1 soon, he confirmed. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, is he sneak dissing Wings of Redemption? No, I'm not. That's actually not what I'm addressing here. What I'm talking about is...
He mentioned Wings as well the other day. He fucking talked about how, you know, Wings will respond to him and answer back on every fucking other topic, apart from podcast.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Carl Denson. Craig Stallion for Super Chat says, extremely off topic, but multiple bullets were just shot towards Donald Trump. Jesus Christ, again? What the fuck, man? I mean, I don't know. People are just fucking... I'm really fucking surprised. It's a fucking land of, like, you know, everyone's... It's part of a fucking American rite of passage to own a gun, you know what I mean? So it's like, why not fucking use it, but get that. Jesus Christ, man. That's fucking insane. That's fuck me, man. What the hell? That's just fucked up. Like, you guys will know by now, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. And this is even before I fucking became a politician. when he's fucking, you know, trying to fucking, you know, knock down people's fucking houses and all that shit, you know what I mean, and try and get his golf courses to know have fucking windmills in the distance, whatever, you know, he was trying to fucking, like, you know, get people that, you know, moving away from their fucking homes so he can expand his fucking golf courses in the north of fucking Scotland, and it's like, get the fuck out of here, you know, just fuck off. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. So we've always thought Donald Trump was a cunt, even before he fucking became a politician and tried to fucking dive into that sort of fucking, you know, fucking bullshit, you know. But yeah, but nah, he doesn't fucking deserve to get shot at though, for fuck's sake. You know, what the fuck, man. But yeah, I mean, cheers to let me know. It's I'm sure it'll be a fucking major talking point, and I imagine Phil as well. Phil's probably going to address it at some point, which means we would get politics talk, which would be nice for the bingo card at least, you know. So yeah, let's try and turn this into a positive for bingo. You know, let's try and turn this into a positive. You know, if this is actually, you know, that's just saying I'm seeing nothing. I'm not checked myself. All I know is Kel Denson apparently has caught wind or something. Also, they're the best in America themselves, so they might get, you know, the news first as an American themselves. You know, me and Dash are in the UK, so apparently it's on CNN. CNN are covering it right now, so apparently it's very, very breaking news. Bullets have been fired towards Donald Trump again or whatever. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? Like, I'm not a fan of politicians in general. Politicians are basically just self-serving fucking arseholes that are looking out for fucking their own interests, and the people that fucking funded them to fucking get there in the first place, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really trust many politicians in general because they're out for themselves, and the people that fucking got them there with the money they fucking put, you know, piled into their campaigns. You know, they don't really care about me and you, that's the way I see it, but they don't fucking deserve to get fucking shot though, that's fucking extreme.
People, like, they blab about stuff, like the dumbest stuff publicly, like it's important. Like, oh, I sent someone a DM. That's your topic for today? Really? You didn't even think about that.
Burger.
What? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, all right. We'll get to these topics today as appropriate. But like I said, this is not the focus of my stuff today. I have other things to do that are going to be way more positive and fun. Okay. Exactly. Huh? Exactly right. That should be your reaction. Huh? Wait, someone is like bragging about sending someone a DM? Yes. But it's neither here nor there. Like I said, it's not what I want to talk about today. Okay. So before we get started, because we have a few things to do, I want to recap what we did yesterday and where we are with all our current games that we're playing, because I want people to have an update on when I'm playing what and, you know, what's interesting right now. And then we're going to do the merch. We'll look at the merch that has showed up, and then we'll do the gaming schedule update, okay? I have a couple shout outs to do, and I just want to say, everyone, thank you so much. King streak at 9 and continuing.
No, it's not. It's not at 9. It's not. The fucking streak died.
9 straight streams yet again, where we are crushing it and hitting the King's Tips goal every single stream. It's amazing because, again, we were at 41, and then it ends because of Black Myth Wukong. And I said to everyone, yeah, but I don't feel like the positivity has ended. I just think it was the game. And the thing is, I think we will have those blips where we'll have a day where there's nothing really going on, or a game is underwhelming and everyone leaves. There's nothing you can really do about that except come back strong again, which is exactly what I did. Now here we are, boom. Yesterday we actually had a feasting with the king, this awesome Mediterranean food platter that I ate that was super good, and we had fun discussion while I was eating, and it went really well. If you didn't see that, that video is over on DSP Reacts if you want to watch it. A huge gyro, or as they say, Ito. That's how you actually pronounce it, like Ito. And it was super good. So give it a watch if you haven't.
Can you go through that? Is this butcher the word?
I was eating, and it went really well. If you didn't see that, that video is over on DSP Reacts if you want to watch it. A huge gyro, or as they say, Ito. That's how you actually pronounce it, like
yeah, I'm going to call that butcher the word.
Burger.
Ito. And it was super good. So give it a watch if you haven't yet. People love watching it, making fun of how I eat, saying that I look like I'm weird when I eat.
Yeah, you really do look fucking weird when you eat. Do I need to pull a graphic up again? Do I need to pull up the Tacozilla graphic again? I think I will. Yeah, Phil, I mean, you look so fucking weird when you eat. There's just no denying that. I mean, we can even go through it in like a fine detail and go through it like frame by frame. There's one, the angry bite, you know, the lunge, the corner demon mid-bite, the nose fork technique. The I'm gonna bite this so hard I'll fucking try and bite through the fork.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream.
What the fuck is this? Is this the whole thing where it's like his mouth, he's not finished fucking chewing, but he still wants to fucking get the rest of this fucking thing in his mouth? And he just fucking goes for it, launches it all in one fucking go. Eating the fucking goddamn thing like a duck, not even chewing the goddamn fucking thing. Yeah, Phil, you eat weird. It is what it is. Nothing you can do, dude. Bugged snacking mechanics.
So there you go. So anyway, now, today,
Burger.
all right, we got some good stuff going on, and I'm hoping we can keep the King streak going. All right, I've always said this entire time it was happening over the last month, because now it's been almost pretty much a month that this King streak has been going on. It's always Sunday I'm the most nervous about. Why? It's not that I'm not confident in my content. It's not that I don't think that this is entertaining and people like it and will support it. It's that Sunday is my day away from my normal routine. I break off from doing gameplay and the like to do a react show. And it's a different audience. I feel like a lot of the people who watch my clip show or hang out with me for the retro replay on Sunday nights is not the regular audience that comes by and maybe listens to the podcast or watches me game on my regular streams. It's a different audience. And, you know, that's good and bad. You know, I definitely know there's less attendance on Sundays always. I mean, even in the height of me being with all the stuff last month, right? When I was like big spike in popularity, even the Sundays were still slow when it came to like attendance and stuff. You know what I mean? So for me, it's always been Sunday where I'm like, you know, this king streak will end. But it has continued. Like Sunday, it was not what killed it. It was Black with Wukong, of all things. So today, if you enjoy the content, if you're happy that we're being more relaxed, more focused on games today for the podcast, and then chill stuff for the react stuff, please support the streams. All right, you know how to do it. You know, liking the stream is a huge help, so please like the stream if you haven't yet. Let's get it up to 100 likes right now. We're currently at 36. Let's get that to 100 likes. We've got 250 viewers and climbing, so let's get that to 100 likes. The engagement, again, helps tremendously on this channel, so please do so. And, in regards to support, everything's been great recently. Super chats, memberships, and tips, everything. No complaints whatsoever from me. But let's keep the king streak going. So if you like the content, please support it. We actually have a couple quick shout outs to do for tips this morning, and then we're going to get into the meat of the show, okay? So we start off with a $2 tip. This person says, you know, I've never played a Warhammer game before, and I'm curious. Is it worth getting? Is it fun? And do you need to know anything about lore before you would actually, like, buy a Warhammer game? Well, I've only played 2 Warhammer games. The first was Space Marine 1, which was in 2011, right? Like, super long ago. And then, of course, we got this current one that I'm playing right now. And, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I don't think any prerequisite knowledge of Warhammer is really necessary to play the Warhammer games. I sure have had an easy time just jumping in and enjoying it, right? Like, I haven't had any difficulty, you know, getting it. At the same time, I do have a live audience, and they're awesome, and they try to explain elements of the game to me as I'm playing it. Like, for example, the whole lore of how these Space Marines and humanity is in the Warhammer universe, and that they're almost like a cultish religion, where it's like you believe what we believe. If you don't, you're our enemy, you're a heretic, right? And how there's different factions within that are doing things. Like yesterday, we encountered a group that are involved with chaos, right? I don't know what that is, and the game honestly hasn't really explained it, but my audience is like, oh no, you see, chaos is like this alternate dimension, almost like hell, and people dabble in it, and whenever they have an interaction with it, they kind of get corrupted by it, and then they become part of that group, and then they fight the other humans. Okay, well now I get it. The game didn't really explain all of that, but having that alternate explanation has helped a ton, and it makes the game more enjoyable, right? So yeah, I would say if you have, you know, a source of lore available, like, you know, if you have a website or you know, some kind of a resource where you can look that stuff up as you're playing the game, it'll probably make the game better, right? Because you'll understand better what's going on. But for the most part, I think it would still be an enjoyable game, even if I didn't understand the lore. Like, Space Marine 2 plays like Gears of War, but it has a better melee combat system, right? And it's just, it's a throwback, is really what it is. It plays like 10 years, well, actually, what was it, 13 years ago? Yeah, geez, it was 2011 when Space Marine 1 came out, right? At that time, we were in the height of Gears of War's popularity. We were still in the original trilogy of Gears of War before it got sold off, right? So in that time frame, to have a game like Space Marine come out, but it played like Gears of War, people liked it because it was Warhammer, but I feel like it didn't necessarily get as much focus or attention as it would have if it wasn't in the midst of the actual Gears games being out, right? So now fast forward 13 years later and Space Marine 2 is out, the game feels like a throwback. It feels like there are no games like this anymore because there hasn't been a Gears of War game in like 5 years, right? There aren't these team-based shooter-style games out anymore. Instead, everything went open world, and everything's you have to explore a ginormous map with 400 points of interest and 700 side missions that are all boring and grindy and stupid. Games really went that way last console gen. So to play a game like this,
So heaven fucking forbid that a fucking game gives you fucking so much fucking content in it that it fucking gives you a value for fucking money. Look, as long as the world is very interesting to be in, as long as it's a fucking experience that's fucking it feels enriching to you to play it, then I'm all for these game developers creating these fucking environments and worlds for you to fucking immerse yourself in. I was just fucking bitching and whining and moaning because a lot of these games are fucking longer these days, and he needs to fucking have games that are shorter for his fucking content that he creates, because audience will get fucking bored of a 100-part playthrough. You know, he needs games to be shorter. He relies on games to be shorter because the attention spans of YouTube audience is not that fucking great across like multiple weeks and weeks and weeks and even months or whatever of playing this shit.
It's more on rails, it's more about surviving waves of enemies and doing objectives with some lore and story tied in. You know, it actually feels refreshing. In some cases, less is more, and in the case of Space Marine 2, that's definitely the situation. Because it's scaled back and plays more like a basic game than we're used to, it actually is fun and it works. And I think that a more game dev should maybe look at this formula and be like, you know, there was nothing wrong with yesteryear, it's just that people wanted more because they said, oh, consoles are advancing, you know, PCs are advancing, why can't we have bigger open world games? So then everyone made one, but now that's kind of played out. We kind of want to go back maybe to the formulas that worked and we really enjoyed, right? And that's what Space Marine 2 feels like. So, no, you don't need prerequisite knowledge, but if you have a source of lore or something you can draw upon, get more information as you're playing, it'll probably enhance your experience. But
what the hell was he doing there? What is he messing with here? Because off camera, so I can't tell what it is.
So, no, you don't need prerequisite knowledge, but if you have a source of lore or something you can draw upon, get more information as you're playing, it'll probably enhance your experience. But for me, I'm really liking the game, and I don't really understand half the lore. I'm still liking it. It's still great, good graphics, good, solid gameplay elements, interesting, gameplay when it comes to like these new enemies. I just ran into the new enemy type yesterday, and it's really cool. So, good experience for me. All right, cool. By the way, from what I don't understand, Space Marine 2 is really a co-op game.
Hold on. Oh. Why? This is going to sound like a very weird fucking thing to fucking say. I don't know, it's like, why can he not do a simple proper thumbs up? It doesn't, to me, it's a strange thing to nitpick, I feel like. But this thumb in particular doesn't feel like it's wanted to do the things that Phil was trying to get to do. Is it just me with that observation? Or, I don't know, is this his old age creeping, but he can't give a proper thumbs up to the camera anymore? And his gaming skills are going to decline because, his fingers and thumbs won't do what they fucking want them to do? Who knows?
Good experience for me. All right, cool. By the way, from what I don't understand, Space Marine 2 is really a co-op game. Like, I'm playing it solo, but it's designed to be a co-op game with two other people. That's why it has a whole online missions system that are based around co-op. So, if you're getting it, you might want to...
Whoa, why do you play with your friends at Kino Casino?
Understand that really you're going to get your bang for your buck if you have friends to co-op in it. If you don't, I mean, people are saying the campaign's like 10 hours long, so you might just beat the campaign and be like, now what do I do? Right? You don't want to be stuck like that, so just so you know what you're getting into, okay? Okay,
on to counter that point.
Fuck you and your friends.
I received a $1 tip here from Squirting Clown Diarrhea. All right, great. All right, so that person's back. All right, anyway, thanks for the $1 tip. All right, so let's get to our topics at hand. First topic today, okay, is I just want to briefly recap where we are with all the games that I'm currently playing, so that you guys know what's going on and what's on the horizon. The good news is right now, I have no plans to do anything new for over a week. The next new thing that's coming out that I'm interested in jumping into is Terry Bogard, the next expansion character for Street Fighter 6. I will be checking him out when he releases. I will be playing with him, seeing online how he plays, and I'll determine if I like him enough that I want to try to get into Master Rank or not. Okay, right now, I'm interested in him. I like Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury / Street Fighter. I played with him before, so I understand his elements of how to use him. But I'm not sure how he's going to translate into Street Fighter. For me, I would sure like a character that has a good reversal wake up so I can like get out of the corner. Like every character, just think about this. I play with Dalsim, I play with Honda, I play with Zangief, right? Lily, Blanca, and Bison, right? So all those characters, literally not one of them has a true wake-up reversal to get you out of the corner. The best would be Blanca, but even his, you can jump at a certain angle so it whiffs. Everyone else there basically either doesn't have a good reversal, or the reversal gets stuffed easily by throw, or, So it sure would be great to have a character that people who are like attacking me and rushing me down, that I could just do like, oh, look, EX reversal, rising tackle, and it blows through their bullshit, and I can get them off me. Because I don't have a character that can do that right now, so I'm always at this like disadvantage against rushdown. So I guess we'll see. But that's like the next major thing. And then after that, near the end of the month, I may be checking out a few other things. But that's pretty much the schedule for now, okay? So just FYI, that's the plans. So I'm focusing on the stuff I'm focusing on right now, and that's what I'm going to be doing for about a week and a half until this happens. So what is that? Well, number one, the Marvel vs. Capcom collection came out a few days ago. And I played it for 2 straight days, and I liked it, but there's some issues with the collection that definitely need addressing. Number one, undoubtedly, is the matchmaking. It just doesn't work right. You're supposed to be able to jump in and either get a casual match or a ranked match. You're supposed to be able to make a lobby, and the stuff doesn't really work. Like, it's completely hit or miss if you can get a match or not. Which is hilarious because thousands of people bought this on PC. At one point, they were saying over 5,000 people had bought it on launch day. So why doesn't this thing find anyone, right? Like, sometimes you'll go and immediately you'll find a match, no problem. And another time you'll go to find a match.
Sorry for the delayed tick off the chat. He mocked that tipper earlier on for a name. The $1 tip, he mocked their name. So I'm oh great, that guy's back. We'll discuss the name, whatever. He is literally mocking this chat. He got $1 from them, but he's mocking a fucking name. So that does get ticked off the mocking chat thing.
You'll sit there for 10 minutes, you can't find anyone. What? And especially doesn't make sense because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a game most people want to play because it's the most recent one in the collection, but it's the one that works the worst. You just can't find consistent matches. So that's frustrating. Here's everyone thinking, oh, free MVC2, it's going to be finally available to the masses, it's going to be exposed to so many new people, and this collection comes out, and it's not really working. And it's like, well, how do you F that up so bad? You knew there was massive hype for this, and it could reinvigorate the fighting game community in a way that hasn't been, addressed in a decade, and then you botch it? Yeah, they botched it. I mean, I don't even know how else to say it. It's a really botched launch. They've F'd it up. I don't know how they did it so bad. I played it for 2 days.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much, Ira, for the super chat, who says we can blame the Wazzler for lack of PC players. The fuck is the Wazzler? I don't know what the hell is the Wazzler. I thought people were going to fucking blame Justin Wong because Justin Wong just got the Switch version of Marvel vs. Capcom collection. It looks like Justin Wong's on a mission to completely... Oh, is that his nickname? The Wazzler is Justin Wong. See, I've seen people fucking... starting to fear Justin Wong. Like, Justin Wong is coming to fucking dominate the whole entire scene. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to move on to the all the Switch players that are playing it casually. All the Switches are seeing this. Jesus, man, yeah. It really looks like, you know, he's on a mission just taking dominate every single possible fucking version of the game. You know, nobody's safe. Oh, bloody hell, poor Phil.
I don't even know how else to say it. It's a really botched launch. They've effed it up. I don't know how they did it so bad. I played it for 2 days and I enjoyed myself, but basically the entire situation was hit or miss. Now, the other problem with that collection is, quite frankly, those games were not built for online rollback netcode, all right? There's times when you'll be playing those games, and if you're facing anyone who's doing, like, rushdown, you'll try to block, and the game just will give up and make you take a hit. It's just dumb. Like, no, I'm not kidding you. There were times I'm just sitting there just holding back or down back, and the game just gave up, and I took a hit and got comboed, and I'm like, wait, I'm not doing anything.
Logically speaking, so I might be wrong here, so please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But, shouldn't that favour Phil if he's holding the block button the entire time and not spamming a bunch of inputs? Because if Phil was just consistently holding the block button, okay, that means it should fucking favour him. And if someone is trying to, you know, spam a whole bunch of buttons to try and do some rushdown kind of fucking moves, whatever, that means that it should be their inputs that are dropping if Phil's just holding one single button to block. So really, doesn't that mean that Phil was screwing up but he's winning the game for it? To me, that's what it sounds like, because like, I don't play these fighting games. I'm not an expert in these fucking fighting games. I'm not even a fucking amateur in these fighting games. I don't play them. But to me, it sounds like Phil should have the advantage there in that situation, because if he's holding a single button and rollback netcode is not meant for these games, he should still come out on top because of that. Agent Soul is saying rollback is to last input, so yes. But if he's holding the input anyway, to try and just maintain that block, and if it's true what he says, he's holding it, and sometimes it'll just not last. I don't know. And Nidhogg says Phil always tries to do an attack from block and mistimes it and gets countered. Ah, see. So basically it's all Phil's fault. Yeah. Well, I mean, usually Phil's fault anyway. So yeah. What a surprise. Phil's fucking playing the game wrong. I wonder if Dirge Gaming is going to cover the Marvel vs Capcom stuff as well. You know, Dirge Gaming shows Phil's inputs and replays, whatever. He highlights what Phil's doing wrong from the Street Fighter 6 stuff. It'd be good to see him do it in this game as well. I'll have to wait and see what Dirge Gaming is going to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. What is going on here? There's times I'm on the character select screen, and this happened a ton of times. I'm on the character select screen, I go to a character and I push the button, nothing happens at all. You dropped my input picking my character, and that happened a bunch. That wasn't like, oh, a one-off thing. It kept happening. And I'm like, dude, that is terrible. That is like the worst sign that your netcode is bad, that you can't pick a fucking character. Like, huh? So, I'm sorry, but that's just not a good sign of a well-made collection, or they're using the same rollback netcode and it doesn't work with this game. I'm sorry. I just find it very, very frustrating, okay, that people don't address this shit. How are you not going to admit that the games aren't built for this and act like this is, I mean, is it the best collection of this so far? It probably is. I remember trying to play the MVC collection from over a decade ago, and every match was like you were playing underwater. It was slow-mo, everything was delayed. That was delay-based netcode. So at least now when you're playing, it's a semblance of that it's working. But dude, when every time something matters and you try to do it and it doesn't come out, like, fuck this. It's just too frustrating to get so many dropped inputs in a game that requires precision. And once again, this netcode 100% favors a certain style of play, constant rushdown. Because if you're constantly rushing down, the netcode is predictive, so it thinks, oh, you're just going to keep pushing buttons, you're going to keep attacking. As opposed to someone who needs to quickly block on reaction or quickly do a move to blow through the rushdown, it'll drop that input, because the predictive netcode doesn't side with that style of play. So if you're a rushdown beast, okay, you're going to be, oh, I'm dominating everyone. Yeah, because no one can block what you're doing, dude. That's why. It has nothing to do with it because you're such fucking god to gaming, because the game isn't working right, so you can't defend against it. I mean, there were people back in the day who were very defensive. They were very hard to break their armor, so rushdown didn't work against them. Now it doesn't matter. Like, you can't stop the rushdown online, especially because you got teleporting and shit too.
Phil, why don't you just play rushdown style then? Why don't you just try and do it yourself? If it's so overpowered a method to play the game, why don't you incorporate it, and that way you won't have as many complaints?
The characters are just like, well, I'll give you an example. So I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and there's unblockables in that game. As a character is coming in, if you beat their first character and their second character is coming in, you can jump and hit them with something. And if they block it, okay, now when their block releases in midair, they can't block again. So it's you create an unblockable setup, all right? So I'm Hulk, I'm fighting a Spider-Man. I jump and I kick him. He blocks. I land. I go to do my super that should be unblockable. The game shows him throwing me on the ground. He's in the air in an unblockable state, and the game says, oh no, he's on the ground and he threw you. The fuck is that? I mean, that's just completely unacceptable. for any kind of a competitive situation. And that's what I'm getting in competitive matches in that game. It's like, how can you take it seriously when that's how it is when you play it online? Like, when it happens, you're like, man, I really don't want to play anymore. You know, because I like the games. I just don't want to be cheated out of competitive play because the netcode doesn't favor this kind of game. It just doesn't. You know, more modern fighting games were designed with this in mind. And so they have different kinds of buffering and, you know, the moves are different. These games are designed for offline play in an arcade with precision inputs, not teleporting, skipping, bullshit. So it's just frustrating. So I like the collection, but if they want this to be successful, they have to fix it right away. And just so everyone knows, they did actually go up on social media like a day ago, and they posted up, we are acknowledging that there is an issue, and we're working into fixing it. But they haven't done anything yet. To my knowledge, there's been no patch or anything. So here you are. It came out Thursday. It's Sunday, and you haven't even done anything yet. You know what I'm talking about? So hopefully, we will get a solution for this, because I want to play it more. But I'm going to be honest, it's making me not want to play it right now. If I'm going to sit there and I can't get matches and I can't play the games I want to play, it's just going to frustrate me. I want to put out an entertaining stream, and I can't do that if we're playing the waiting game, right? And of course, people are like, we'll go back to Street Fighter 6. Like, well, I don't want to go back to Street Fighter 6 right away. We're playing that on the 24th when Terry Bogard comes out. So I don't want to go back to Street Fighter 6 right away just because this thing has some matchmaking issues. I want to hope that I can get matches, you know? So anyway, I'm going to continue to play the MVC collection. I am playing it more later this week, actually. I think we're playing it, excuse me, Thursday night. I think we're going to play it Thursday night, okay? All right, now, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. I think I've already spoken to it, so I don't really need to talk about it again. I do like the game. It's a total throwback. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about 5.5 hours, 6 hours into the campaign. I was told the campaign's about 10 hours long. I don't know if that entails 1 or 2 more streams for me. I'm thinking probably 2, right? I'm probably thinking I'm going to play it again tomorrow, and I'll probably play it again like Thursday, and I might beat the campaign then, right? Now, as for online co-op, I don't think I'm going to be doing it. You know, I made it clear to everyone that I was going to play this game as a single-player offline campaign. I wasn't really interested in online co-op grinding stuff. So probably that'll be the extent of it for me. But it's been great, and I can't wait for more. And Astrobot also, it's a delightful platformer. It really feels kind of like the same vein as Super Mario 3D Land, 3D World, or Odyssey. Tons of optional content that make the game way more challenging if you're going for 100%. But if you're just cruising through the world, it's a delight. You know, the music and everything. It's been quite good. So I really like the game. I'm looking forward to more. And I'm actually playing that again as the main stream on Tuesday. And people are saying it's around like 15 to 20 hours long, depending on how much content you do. Well, I'm only like 5 hours in. So I definitely have a ways to go in that one. That's going to be one that I'll be juggling around for a bit, for a couple of weeks probably at least. Okay? Cool. So by the way, all the gameplay of all that is live on the channel. We had 2 straight days of MVC2 collection. We got new gameplay of Warhammer that went live overnight, and we have new Astrobot gameplay that went live overnight. So it took a little bit longer to get that gameplay up, and the reason being because yesterday I went later to do the Feasting with the King episode. And then by the time I went offline, which was almost 5 p.m., there's no way I was going to get all that gameplay and the podcast and the Feasting episode all uploaded within 2 hours. It wouldn't even upload that fast. So I said, I'll hold off on the gameplay, and then I uploaded all the gameplay overnight. But now what happened is the channel got bombarded with videos. So now people are probably like, oh, why do you upload 5 gameplay videos, plus all the highlights, plus all this at once? But what was I going to do? Right now, what I can do today, this channel will have no real new content besides this podcast. You know, this today's React Day. So hopefully today we'll give everyone a chance to come to the channel and get kind of caught up on everything. Okay?
Don't forget a daily crap now.
Cool. All right. So, that's what's going on with all the games I'm currently playing. I will be going back to Street Fighter 6 soon when Terry comes out. Now, after that happens, the question is what's next? Well, that's what we're going to tackle in a minute, because we're going to go through a gaming schedule update. We're actually going to look at the rest of the year, and we're going to see what games are coming out, so you guys can know what to expect here on the channel. And I'm actually doing this directly as a request from someone yesterday. Yesterday, someone said, hey, you know, what games are you playing, because you haven't talked about it in a very long time.
No. One random request, I was like, okay, that's my entire podcast for the day sorted.
And I said, you know, that's a good point. It's been probably months since I did like an update like this. But that's why we're doing this today. It makes sense to do it and put it. I'll do it as a highlight. That's a separate video, so people can check out just that video if they want to see for the rest of 2024 what I'm going to be playing. Okay. But before we get to that, I would like to get to our next topic. All right. And our next topic today is a very positive one, a very fun one. Now we have
Darkside Shill in the house here to plug his merch. Remember, if Phil has merch saying King, that's a free space. If Phil has merch saying Felt or Felted, that's also a free space.
over 300 viewers on the stream, everybody. If you're here and you're chilling and you're enjoying the chill vibes today, please like the stream. We're at 56 likes. Let's get that to 100. I know we can get 100 likes easily. That helps the channel tremendously. Getting this engagement has been great. So please like the stream.
I'm not doing... I used to fucking code that as for the begs. I used to encode that as part of the beg counter. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm now only fucking going to include begs for him specifically asking for fucking tips and money and all that.
Excuse me. Outside of that, please support the content. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips all are appreciated. Right now, we have no super chats, no memberships of any kind, and we had 2 small tips amounting to $3. I actually did not.
2 small tips. Look at the little bitch cry, but he's only had 2 small tips. Oh, what's he meant to do with those 2 small tips? Oh, poor Phil, he's only had 2 small tips. Not just 2 tips, 2 small tips. Oh, who fucking cares? Stop being a greedy fucking pig. Just fucking get on with the goddamn fucking show and start showing your fucking goddamn merch. Speaking of which, hold on. Throne. I'm kind of curious to see Throne. Now, where's Phil's Throne link? Give me a second here. I'm trying to think where it would be. Because somebody sent it to me recently. Yeah, yeah, there it is. I got the link. I got the link. Thrown. Phil's wish list has still not changed. That's interesting. Has he received anyone yet? I don't think anyone's gifted him anything yet on Throne. Oh, tragic. What is Jasper meant to do if he's not going to get any of these treats given to him? I mean, Phil Burnell spent literal minutes setting up his Throne page. Trophies sign up. Join September 2024, huh? But who has Phil? Wait, look, that's Phil's trophy. Phil got a trophy for signing up, and so he's showing off his trophies on Throne. It's like, wow. Oh, for God's sakes. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, so Phil hasn't had anyone gift him anything on Throne. Tragic. And as Ira says, Jasper will have to eat lunch meat sandwiches, so perish the thought. Perish the thought.
Now, update this. It's $3. Today we obviously want to keep the king streak alive. It would be great if we could actually hit the King's Tips goal or get relatively close to it before this podcast ends. Like I said, if it's going to end the streak, I think it would end on a Sunday, like a React Day. I really feel strongly that that's what's going to happen because these are the slower days. So if you like this stuff, please support it. Let's get some support going now so that we can roll into the React show positively. All right? All right, so on to the next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been around for 16 years. In the 16 years that I've been a content creator, I've had many different generations of people who have liked my content. And I've actually gone through many different companies and stuff in regards to making merch and the like. Ages ago, I used to use this website called Cafe Press, okay? And then the more recent one that I used was called Teespring, which now they're not even called that anymore. They rebranded to call themselves Spring. And then they changed their entire methodology of their site to be political. I hate to say that, but they did because of what happened.
That's politics talk.
Burger.
And that's him saying hate to say.
Burger.
Me, I know for a fact. So I've had merch over the years. In reality, I've never actually had any merchandise to make money. The reason that I originally started getting merch back in the day is because people kept asking me for it. They were like, Phil, would you have merchandise for your fans? Because we'd maybe like a collectible of something of our favorite content creator. And I was actually resistant to it at first, but then people kept pressing me on it and said, you know, we were just really like it. I said, all right. So I went to this Cafe Press website and I had merchandise that was like some basic t-shirts, some mugs, stickers, and stuff like that. I even
And a thong. The DSP thong. Never forget the DSP thong. You think I'm kidding that there was a fucking DSP thong? There was literally. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. That's no, is it? Hold on a second. I'm trying to find this. I mean, sure, I think it exists somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Oh hell, I regret googling this, but I completely regret googling this because it's just come up with so many different fucking other things. Give me a second here. Where is it? I'm trying to find it, but I don't think an image of it exists on the internet anymore. That's a shame. I can't find it. If someone can find it, of course, but by all means send it to me. I can't find it anymore though. I try to have a quick look there. It came up with different websites and different DSP logos of not going to DSP gaming. But yeah. But yeah, Phil literally had his own thong.
still have a Stein that has the old Dark Side Phil logo and everything on it downstairs. I still have it in my cabinet, in my kitchen cupboard. So it was cool, but I never really sold too much of it. I think there was like one burst of sales. Like I'm talking, this is like back in 2010 or something like that. Okay. And then after that, I never really maintained it that much. I think someone actually hacked the site at one point, so I ended up just closing the whole thing. Like I didn't work on it. I didn't add new products. It just sat there. Okay. I didn't even advertise it that much ever. Okay. When I really got into merch, the second time was when I became a full-time live streamer in 2017. Because at that point, I became a lot more social with the audience, and people wanted to hang out with me more and have conversations. And because of that, they liked the content. They were like, hey, it would be great if you had merch. And at first, once again, I'm kind of resistant because I don't really know how it's going to work. Teespring reached out to me. Okay. This company actually contacted me and said, hey, we see that you're a full-time streamer now. We know who you are. We know about your audience. We know that they want merch, and we'd like to make a shop for you and basically design products. And they did. They actually designed several different products, one of which was I'm pushing buttons design, which is just like random directions and buttons that looks like it's like a readout from a fighting game, right? So that was one that they made. They made a couple, they made 2 or 3 different designs for me. But the I'm pushing buttons one was the only one that people ever liked and it like sold. But then what it is, I gave them some logos that I had from over the years, and other people designed things for me, and I put them up on the site. And I had various levels of success. I think the most successful one I ever had was the logo with the king. It was like a skull with a crown on it. And I did various different colors and designs. People like to buy different shirts and stuff with that design. People really liked certain designs that the fans had submitted and stuff. So again, the only reason I ever really had the Teespring was because it was fan, requested. I didn't make a lot of money on it. I actually had pricing. If I remember, I would try to price my shirts to be around $20, and the profit margin was like $1 to $2 per shirt, depending on the quality of the shirt you selected. So So I made nothing on it. Like, I think the highest month ever, I made like $300, and that was like because there was real demand. And then after that, it just petered right off, and I made like $10 a month, if that, on it moving forward. So it was never a big deal to me or anything like that. So after a while, I'll be honest, it got dusty, it fell into disrepair, much like my other merch shop did. Didn't really talk about it that much. And then one day, about 3 years ago, I even forget if it was 2021 or 2022, but it was the same year that the whole thing happened with Returnal, where I quit. I quit Twitch. When was that? What year was Returnal? Dude, time flies. Let me see.
Well, he's doing that, like, if I can brush up on what happened with Phil in this Teespring thing. So, the one time that Phil actually spent money on people designing things for him was when those shirts didn't sell. It's kind of funny. It's weird that Phil actually, for once, Phil actually tried to pay people for designs, for t-shirts, and it flopped. So Phil like fucking lost money in that regard. But Phil stopped updating his Teespring websites for like half a year. And Teespring have it in their terms of service where they, if your store's abandoned for, you know, a half year, they have the right to essentially just remove you from the website because you're clearly not even fucking interested in maintaining your store and updating it and trying to fucking promote it, you know. Phil had ignored it, and Teespring's terms of service enabled them to say, look, you're not using this anymore, so we're going to get rid of your fucking page. See ya. But Phil always tries to fucking, because it happened roughly at the same time as him being cancelled and all that shit, you know what I mean? Phil tries to fucking spin it as some sort of thing where he was a victim because Teespring believed the detractor conspiracies or whatever.
It was 2021. Holy shit, it was 3 years ago. So that same year that I was playing Returnal, because I always remember that because it was when everything hit the fan all at once. One day I'm streaming and someone says to me, hey Phil, are you aware that your merch shop is gone? And I was like, no, because I never check it. Like, I literally never check the thing because no one buys anything from it and I don't really add new products. So I didn't know that. So I go to look at it and it is gone. It's just like missing, like page not found. So I go to log in and it says, oh, you know, error, contact support. So I wrote them asking what gives. Now at this point, I didn't even realize they had changed their business. They're not called Teespring anymore. They were called Spring. They were rebranding.
Oh, Phil said business, that's a bingo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
And what they were doing is they were systematically starting to kick people off the site who they deemed like weren't in their own ideology, which is insane to me. I want you to think about that. So what ended up happening in 2021, my trolls formulated this like manifesto package of negative stuff about me. It was like a reel of the worst moments of DSP. It had the awful jokes from the Dead Space 2 demo from 2010, and it had racial comments from other videos from like 2009, 2010. And they put it all together, and then they said, look, Phil owns a website called thekingofhate.com. He's a racist, and he's a sexist, and he's a bigot, and this is who you have on your site. And they sent that to Twitch, which got me kicked out of the Twitch partner program. They sent that to various different payment processors, various different websites where you can integrate with streaming, and they sent it to Teespring, right? Well, now Spring. And Spring, rebranding and wishing to have a new image, okay, decided on a whim without even contacting me to talk about it that I was not fit for their site, and they removed my shop. Now, I want you to think about this. They created the shop. They created the product. In 2017, they were the ones who recruited me, well knowing about my past. They were okay with it. 4 years later, they decide to rebrand and change their business model completely, and now they kick me off the site, even though I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't selling merch. You could say, well, maybe you uploaded an offensive product. I hadn't uploaded products in like a year. So it doesn't make any sense at all. Like, what happened, it's just they basically are prejudiced against me for shit I did like over a decade ago. It's absolutely insane that they would behave like that. It's completely unprofessional. And the fact they never even reached out to me to say, hey, we're closing your shop and here's why, or even give me a chance to explain or anything, that's completely unprofessional. They are not a good business to work with. I'm sorry. Whatever they did, again, much like with Twitch changing over the years, when you change your methodology of your business to now be all this bullshit about politics and fucking nonsense, you know, get the fuck out of here. I'm a gamer. All I want to do is play video games. You think I care about your bullshit? So why the fuck do now you're punishing me because you changed? Go fuck yourself, right?
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm gonna get gold out of you, Phil.
Anyway, so I haven't had merch for 3 years, over 3 years, because that was what, April of 2021 is like when all this shit went down, okay? Now in the meantime, I've looked to possibly get merch again, because now, over the years, people ask from time to time, hey, will you get merch? And I'm like, well, here's why. I don't have it. I got kicked off Teespring with no notice, nothing. And I would guarantee you that if I was to work with another business, it would be the same. And it's not that I haven't tried. For example, I already told the story earlier this year, another business reached out to me. And they were like, so we're a platform where you can have this whole thing for your followers. They can pledge to you and do ongoing subscription content. You could also sell merch. And I was like, I already have a Patreon. I don't really care about that other stuff, but I do care about the merch. I'd be interested in it, right? And I talked with them for about a week about it. And I kept explaining to them, listen, I'm not going to proceed setting up a shop on your storefront or anything until you look into knowing that I'm going to have this online hate mob, this black cloud following me the fuck around. And they're going to come and they're going to harass you if you have products on your site that are in mine because they've done it already to other businesses. You have to expect this is going to happen. You have to say you're okay with it. Because if I put the time and effort to setting up a storefront, uploading designs, my fans design stuff, and we put up merch, and you shut it down within a week, you're wasting everyone's time, right? So at first, this person who I was talking to, who you could tell was just a recruiter agent for this company and didn't really understand anything about online trolling, was like, oh, how bad could it be? It's not a big deal. I was like, you have no clue what you're talking about. I want you to go search for me right now on the internet, and you're going to see how many people are A-logging me, And then I want you to come back at me and tell me you're still interested. They never responded again because they probably went and searched and said, oh, goddamn, this guy is getting destroyed by these really, you know, mentally stunted people. And we don't want that associated with the business. So, and that was it. That was the last time I heard from them. And that was much earlier this year. So all this going down, all right? And basically what happens is now in the last month and a half, things are changing, right? So I'm doing crossover content. I'm appearing on shows. I'm interviewing people. My reputation's different now, okay?
Sure, it fucking is. Oh, it's like, everyone loves them. Remember, guys, everybody now on the internet hates us, and everyone on the internet loves Phil Burnell. Why? Because two random fucking people from Kino Casino decided to fucking just, you know, hey, let's just fucking entertain Phil's notions or whatever, and just fucking let's use them for our own gains, and his own gains, or whatever. And so it's just changed overnight, and Phil Burnell's a completely different person now, and it's all about the fucking drama and all that shit. Come on, Phil, show off your fucking merch. Like, just stop fucking pig-splaining this and show off the goddamn merch.
And people start reaching out to me, and I start having conversations, and essentially through a little bit of like a grapevine deal, I was put into contact with a company that really doesn't give a shit, okay? Like, they actually just don't care about this kind of stuff. All they care about is, like, you know, making quality product and making some money. That's it. They don't care about being, you know, trolls on the internet and shit like this. They're just, fuck that nonsense. In fact,
Oh, so they have no moral standards. So they lack a moral compass is what you're trying to say, Phil. Interesting you'd fucking be such a, you'd be so quick to warm up to a company like that.
they even said, we're kind of used to it. You know, there's some people who we have on our store that have that, and we don't care, okay? So I've been talking with them for a couple of weeks, and what we came down to was I sent them a very basic, I sent them like 4 files. One was like the DSP gaming logo from this channel. One was like my 15-year anniversary logo. I sent them like a fighting game logo, okay? So I just sent them basic shit. It wasn't like anything. This was before I even had the Philomania logo, so I couldn't even send that to them. I totally would have sent that to them to test, but we didn't have it yet. So what they said they wanted to do is basically do a couple samples for me, and they were going to send me a couple free products just to look and see the quality, and we could look at it together on stream. And if we like it, then I would get back to them and say, hey, you know, yeah, let's proceed. Let's set up a storefront. I'll send you more art and logos. Let's get this thing set up. And the way it works is just like Teespring, where you guys will go to that site. You'll browse the different products that are available, the different logos and lines and designs, and you'll be able to choose what you want. You buy it directly from them. They process it. They ship it to you, and I make a few bucks. I don't even know how much. Like, I literally don't even know how much I'll make on each sale, considering the fact I had such a low profit margin.
Wait. You signed up for this and agreed to it. You didn't even fucking look at the terms and conditions. That seems like a very irresponsible fucking thing to do as a fucking business fucking owner.
Over on Teespring, I wouldn't be shocked if it's, again, just a couple bucks on each thing.
Yeah, Phil's head shocked.
Burger?
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Okay, so, and is international from what I'm to understand? Yes. But I haven't worked the details out yet, because what's the point of working all these details out until you get your hands on the product to see if you like it, correct? Because I'll be honest, I've seen some companies like this, and, you know, they look good, and their products are very shoddy. They'll send you the really low quality shit, like real thin materials, or, you know, the t-shirts that are falling apart and are crappy quality, they don't feel soft or good on you. Like, do you really want to pay $25 for a t-shirt from a company and you get it, and the fucking logo's printed crooked and looks like shit? That's happened to me, where I've actually, in the past, years in the past, would get a company, I wanted to make my own shirt, so I would, and they would send me the shirt, and the whole thing was off. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how'd you screw this up so bad, right? So, we have a couple products to look at today. Two shirts is what they sent me as a starter example. Now, keep in mind, even though they have these logos, it doesn't even mean that they're going to make products with these logos. This was a test, all right? I know for a fact you guys want Philomania. Like, this is one of the things I would absolutely use for product, and then we would see what else you guys are interested in. So we have 2. First is a long sleeve ringer t-shirt. Okay, now, I'm just going to forewarn everyone, when you order these kind of products, they're fresh out of the factory, and they smell, okay?
He's really fucking selling us well on these fucking shirts. Yeah, please buy my smelly merch.
Not like the stinky sock, but they smell like paint. You know what I mean? Like that factory smell. Definitely, if you order anything like this, you gotta wash it before you wear it, because you don't want to have that, you know, that smell. I gotta wash these for sure if I'm gonna wear them on stream.
So you've not even worn them yet. They fucking tested how they fucking feel. You just fucking got set in them, and you're just fucking. Oh my god, Phil, you're doing a terrible job of plugging this fucking stuff.
Which is why I'm not wearing one today or anything. But it's always been like that. Every time I got custom product made like this, it always had that factory smell to it. Like, ugh, gotta throw it to your washer. So this is a long sleeve ringer t-shirt. All right. And as you can see,
oh my god, can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine? How easy would it be to identify a denthead in public if they're wearing that fucking shit? Also, it looks like, is it meant to be that crooked to the logo? Is it not meant to be a bit straighter than that? Because if you look at Phil's channel, I mean, we can do a direct comparison here. We can actually zoom in on both of us. There's Phil's logo there, right? It's quite straight, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, it's a bit angled. It's slightly angled, but it's not by much or whatever. This looks like they just kind of took some creative liberties and just made it like quite angled. I know Phil might not be holding it completely straight up as well, but But yeah, they took some creative liberties there, I guess, with the angling of the logo. So I'm not very impressed, but Phil, by their standards, I guess. I mean, fuck it, but yeah, there we go. Go on, Phil. Tell us about how amazing the shirt is.
The quality of the print. It's actually, you know, it's on the fabric. It's not one of those glossy print companies, because the glossy ones, they do tend to break after you wash. This, it's actually on, look, it's on the fabric, okay? So it looks like it's a pretty good quality print.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
As for the shirt itself, nice long sleeve, can you hear me? Nice long sleeve shirt, all right? I believe this was a large or an extra large. What?
Hold on. I cannot ignore the potential to get some good thumbnails like this. I can't ignore it.
On the fabric, okay? So it looks like it's a pretty good quality print.
So hold on, I should go back. Let's go back. So, oh, there we go. That could be a good one.
A long sleeve ringer t-shirt, all right?
Hold on.
And as you can see, the quality of the print.
Ah, something was to the camera. But he's like cornered you in the road. Hold on, let's get it. There we go. I'll do it. I'm getting a screenshot of this. I'm getting a screenshot of this bad boy. We have no prices yet. People are asking how much they're selling us for. I don't know. We have not been provided a price yet. I was just showing off the 2 samples he was sent. Hold on a second. Let me try and get a good thumbnail at this. Okay, let's get the website going. Where is it? There you are. Come here. There we go, good stuff indeed. And let me just throw that in the Discord so the members can have some good, wholesome fun. Oh my god, I mean, I've read him. Tacozilla didn't even wait for me. Tacozilla did not even wait. He's already got stuff. He's got that. He's got that. And he's Jesus Christ, man. Listen, you can wait like 5 fucking seconds to make it. No, I was like, I'm getting. He just went straight into it. You know what the funny thing is? Like, this looks as real as that, and that, and that. Like, in terms of the quality, this also looks like somebody created it, so, you know, just to fuck with Phil. But this is a genuine article. But this, oh, you don't waste time. It's like a slideshow. What the hell? But yeah, Tacos on. Now you've got the fucking back, the template without the background there. Oh, for God's sake. And yeah, I seen that as well, Tacos. I seen that as well, but I wasn't sure whether to show that off or not because it seemed a bit. Yeah, Tacozilla also made this. I don't know why it took so long to load. I guess the panties were just that big, not belong to cat. But yeah, Tacozilla is his proudest creation yet. You know, this is one that he's super proud of. And I can see why, you know what I mean? They say a lot of work went into this one. So there you go. Nicely done. Yeah, sick wee bastard. Anyway, let's get back on with the bingo and he holds it there. I wasn't sure as well. I was thinking potentially.
As for the shirt itself, nice long sleeve. Can you hear me? Nice long sleeve shirt. All right.
What is he trying to do here? And it's like we can see it. It's been on the camera the whole time, and he's like fucking like panning across in case it won't get picked up properly.
Wash this. It's actually on. Look, it's on the fabric. Okay, so it looks like it's a pretty good quality print. As for the shirt itself, nice long sleeve.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so it looks like it's a pretty good quality print. As for the shirt itself,
I want to make sure. Can we get a potentially good frame here? Because Phil does quickly, you know, move it back down again, because he thinks it's a slightly thin shirt, and it's going to stop the microphone from picking up what he says. It's just, isn't that? It's a weird one. It's not thumbnail worthy.
Nice long sleeve. Can you hear me? Nice long sleeve shirt. All right. I believe this was a large or an extra large. What? It's a large. So the name of the fabric is Bella Canvas, and it says heirloom jersey. So that's the quality of the product. Now, is it super thick? No, but this is the ringer shirt. The ringer shirt isn't made to be super thick. The ringer shirt is supposed to be a lighter fabric. I have another shirt here that actually is a thicker fabric, and I'll show you that in a second, okay? So, there you go. Large DSP Gaming, all right? Not to say that anyone's going to want to buy the DSP Gaming logo, but it's just an example of their print quality, and I would argue that's a pretty good print quality. It's dark, it looks good, it stands out, and it's not the
Phil said would argue.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
glossy crap that breaks up. It's actually, I don't know what they call this. This is the technique, but it's much better than that other technique, okay? So, there you go. So, that's the long sleeve ringer shirt. Now, this is their standard t-shirt, all right? And this is a thicker fabric. I would say this one is more of a standard t-shirt quality, but it's stretchy material. So that might actually be a sell for someone, because some people don't like the t-shirts that are more coarse material. This is very soft and stretchy material, so it's the higher quality stuff, okay? So here's the thing. I sent them a few logos, and they actually made this out of the logo. Okay, now this one is...
It's just not very flattering, Phil. It's not very flattering.
extra large, okay? So it's me as Dan with DSP Gaming underneath. See that? And this is a piece of art that I've had on my streams for years, okay? And now I can use it to make shirts and stuff, right? That's cool.
What the hell? Hold on. Let's see. Is this, let me see.
And they actually made this out of the logo.
Like, I'm trying to get a good frame of him holding the t-shirt up properly.
Okay, now this one is
I want to get a good template for Tacozilla.
extra large, okay? So it's me as Dan with DSP Gaming underneath. See that? And this is a piece of art that I've had on my streams for years, okay? And now I can use it to make shirts and stuff, right? That's cool. So they took that Dan artwork out of a piece of art I sent them, and they made the shirt out of it, which is pretty cool, all right? So again, that's it.
I wonder if they use remove background website as well, like I do, to remove the fucking rest of Phil's background art.
Example. This is not necessarily something that will be sold. This is an example of what would be sold on this site, okay? Again, this is Canvas from Bella Canvas. So I guess they use this company. Bella Canvas is the company that they use. I'm just curious if it says the percent of materials that it's made. 100% cotton. It's a 100% cotton t-shirt. What about this one? I think they're both 100% cotton. This, okay, the ringer is 52% cotton, 48% polyester. So the ringer shirt is a blend, okay? But the standard style t-shirt is 100% cotton, which is probably why it's the more stretchy feel to it and everything, okay? So there you go. So how does it look? Personally, I like this quality of shirt. This is a comfy shirt to me. I would want a shirt that's softer and stretchier, as opposed to one of the shirts that's more like the coarse material. And honestly, a lot of the shirts you buy are the coarse material. I don't know why. I like this one better. The print quality looks great to me. Again, it's it's printed on there. It's not that glossy style print that's probably gonna break in the wash right away. This is probably gonna last a while. So I like it, but again, you gotta wash it before you wear it. You can smell the print, and they're always like that. Every company I've ever ordered always smells like that out of it. So there you go. So that's the two examples, all right, of t-shirts that we'll have. And it's
So this could be a thumbnail picture, or at least a little fucking let's have fun with film picture.
Of t-shirts that we'll have.
Here, hold on. That right there could be a good example. He's staring at the camera, he's holding up two different things, his arms are getting weighed down because one t-shirt's heavier than the other. So yeah, this could be an interesting picture. I wonder if Tacozilla can do something creative with this. What would you have, Phil? Instead of holding up the merch and the t-shirts, what could Phil Burnell be holding instead? And these noodle ass arms of his. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we can make him hold. Well, I say we, it's not me, it's doing anything, I'm fucking too lazy for that shit. But yeah, all I know is that it's a potential. All I know there's potential to be made there. To have Phil hold up something robust and interesting. Oh, the background didn't fully properly remove. Hold on, I'll see if I can fix that. Can we erase? Erase this shit. Yeah, get on here and erase this crap. That's no part of anything. Get rid of that. Let's see if will that work. Will it know to do that? We'll get rid of everything there. There we go. That fucking worked a treat. Fantastic. A wee bit strange as well, and right at the top. That's enough. That's enough. That'll do. I'll count that as. And we'll throw it in my Discord. And just in case Tacozilla would rather have the raw image, and other people as well, other artistic minded people, I'll give them like the actual image itself with the background encoded. Dimmock has had some fun with a template. As you can see, Dimmock has decided to incorporate the most famous incident of all. So Dimmock created that one. So to be fair, that's a winner. You'd think, you know what I mean, because that's the most iconic moment from Phil's entire 16 years of or 17 years of content creation. Anyway, let's get on with Bingo. Very strong card, by the way. The Bingo card's doing fantastically well.
And I'm sure they have many more products. I don't think they just do t-shirts. You know, they're going to probably have a lot more. Now, personally, I like these. Okay? Personally. I don't know if you like them. I don't know if you'd be considering, hey, I'd be interested in buying something if you had some merch. Let me know.
I mean, they look like they're fucking made well enough. But the examples you gave them are shit. You know? So, like, that yellow t-shirt with a fucking character wearing pink does not seem to go well together, in my opinion. It's a strange thing. And I don't think anyone's health would be in good condition if they walk about wearing a DSP gaming fucking t-shirt. A long sleeve t-shirt with your fucking logo on it. Nah, I don't think. I mean, it depends. Some better designs, you know, who fucking knows if they'll sell stuff, whatever, but these two designs, they're not much to get hype about, are they? Now, is Phil going to disclose who the company are, I wonder? Or how much they'll be?
Know what you think, all right? But personally, I like them, and I'm gonna get back to them and be like, yeah, I actually really like the first product you sent. Let's talk further about, you know, setting up the storefront. I'll get them some more logos and stuff to work.
Oh, so he's not even going to tell everyone how much. Oh, so he's going to keep that secret for now. He's not going to talk about pricing or whatever, and he's not confirming it's going to happen in general or whatever. But yeah, he's going to keep it all sneaky and hidden or whatever until it's fully confirmed and signed and sealed up or whatever, and his audience have approved it as well. What the fuck?
Work with. Definitely I want to send them to Philomania, but I'm basically going to dive into like my artwork from over the years that I'm all this artwork that I've been using forever that I can now make product out of, right? And I think people, maybe what I'll do, I'll bring back some of the classic designs. Like I said, the King's Skull design was the one that was the best seller on Teespring. So maybe we can bring that back and then have new designs as well based on all these new things that have been going on. People are just saying, yeah, Philomania hoodie. I'm sure they have hoodies. I'm sure. I'll check, but I'm sure they're going to have all this stuff, you know? And then, I mean, the key is I got to get the storefront set up. I got to have an account I can log in. I can check, you know, give them all the stuff. And then they're going to have their team work on this. And from what I'm understanding, they're going to do it for me, which is good because I don't really have time to be designing products now. I had to do all that myself on Teespring. Like, they didn't do it. They initially designed my original product line, but then they moved on, and I had to do it all myself over the years. If these guys can set up a good product line for me. And yeah, okay, so let me ask you guys. Out of all, I want to get your opinions right now live. What, besides Philomania, all right, what other logos would you guys like to see as product? The Level 1 Podcast has its logo. You've seen it on the screen, and you see it right now as the thumbnail of this video. Do you like the Level 1 Podcast logo, and would you like to see that? Like, here it is. Would you like to see that on a shirt or a hat or something like that? Maybe what I should do is I should get a Level 1 Podcast mug for myself. So as I'm doing the podcast, I'm actually drinking from the Level 1 Podcast mug. I think that would be pretty cool. Yes, people are saying yes. Some people are saying yes. Outside of Philomania and Level 1 Podcast, what else would you like? Me as Ken. So the artwork of me is like Ryu or Ken or something like that. Okay. One thing you got to understand, this is very important. I cannot use official licensed stuff. Like someone just said, have a logo of Cammy destroying you. You can't do that. Cammy's owned by Capcom. This is possible because this is me as Dan. You could tell that's me. That's my likeness as Dan Hibiki. That's allowed. Me dressed up.
Is it really your likeness? So is it really
me as Dan?
It's not really your likeness though, is it? You know, for one thing, that version of DSP has a very even hairline, and they also have a fucking better moustache and beard, goatee thing compared to what you fucking got. Also, they look healthier than you know? And yeah, as Denver points out, you don't own the font or the logo likeness. Keep in mind, this is artwork that was submitted to him by his own fans, essentially. And now he's looking for ways to profit off of that for his own personal gain. And the people fucking gave him this artwork of the goodness of their own hearts, you know, like just because they wanted to fucking have Phil, you know, support Phil's stream, whatever, by sharing the artwork and have something to show off, whatever. Phil's hoping to make money off that. To be fair, the person that makes this artwork for Phil, because they've had several designs of this particular kind, you know what I mean? They've also had one where they have Phil as like Tommy Vercetti and from Vice City, you know, GTA Vice City. You know, like it's like, it's an interesting style. It's definitely one of the more, it's one of the more impressive, dented artists, you know what I mean, compared to, you know, some of the other fucking people done art from over the years. Morgana's saying it's kind of like how Randy Orton's tattoos got him in hot water for a video game because they didn't have the license for the artist to use the tattoos. Yeah, I heard about that. And CM Punk as well has a Pepsi tattoo, so that had to get removed from every game, I think, as well. But yeah, I remember reading about Randy Orton's one as well, where his tattoo artist did not like their work being shown off in a video game, which was a strange argument. I don't know. It's an interesting argument. Like, So so tattoo artists had nothing, no objections whatsoever to Randy Orton performing with those tattoos on live television every week, but for that to be then replicated in a video game with a digital version of Randy Orton is like a no-no. It's a strange argument, isn't it?
You could tell that's me. That's my likeness as Dan Hibiki. That's allowed. Me dressed up as Ryu or Ken, that's allowed. Actually using Cammy, not allowed. It has to be me or my likeness or logos associated with me. You can't be like, I can't have Sonic the Hedgehog running on me. It's not allowed, okay? Bring back the old Dark Souls hoodie. I'll have to look into that. I'll definitely have to look into that. I don't remember the Dark Souls hoodie, or I have to see if I have that artwork around somewhere. The good news is, no exaggeration, I'm still using the same PC I've used for a decade, so all the artwork is on there somewhere. It's just a matter of me finding it, okay? The villain says Jasper Kitty. Oh, I guess, I mean, that could be cool to get like a shirt of Jasper, but we'd have to find like a good picture that I could use. Like I do use there's the picture right there that I use, and you guys do like that picture of him, right? That's actually him at in the front of our house. But I have to find like a high quality picture, perhaps. Bring back the Obama red and blue design. Yeah, but Swagonito, remember that one? It said it was my face and it said hate, and it's the old me before I even had a beard. Like, that's so outdated. No one's really gonna understand that reference. I don't do that stuff anymore, right?
Do you mean you do it all the time, Phil? You are the king of hate. You always have been. You never stop being the king of hate.
Andre the DJ says I would buy a Jasper-inspired plush animal toy or figure. I'll have to see. Again, I'm not 100% on their product line. I don't know what they sell yet. I knew they sold shirts, and I think they do mugs and stuff like that. So now I'm gonna go back to them and be like, hey, your samples are good. I'm interested. Let's talk about product and storefront, all that, and I'll get back to you guys on more information on this as I have more of it, okay? Me as M. Bison. That would be kind of cool. But they would have to, I guess they'd have to figure out how to do that, right? Like, they'd take a picture of me and maybe superimpose, like, turn me into, like, M. Bison. That would be kind of neat.
Wait, they need to sign that for you? Are you fucking for real? And they meant to do it for fucking free? Fuck you, Phil.
Jasper emo isn't high quality enough. I'd have to get them like a real HD picture of Jasper. I'd have to figure out, you know, a good one. Jasper with a crown edited in. A Burnell family logo with me and Kat. Well, I actually have 15-year anniversary logo with me and Kat, drawn as like cartoonish, and so really nice. And that's one of the ones I gave them, but they didn't do anything for the samples with that. But I think that would be a nice one people might like.
Cat was too big to fit on a t-shirt.
Yes, I already showed the merch. I'll show it again. Here's the Ringer tee, long sleeve Ringer tee, and this is the cotton polyester blend shirt. Okay. Large. And then this is the standard t-shirt with a design they came up with based on artwork I'd sent them, and that's extra large. And this is a 100% cotton t-shirt. So there you go.
Hold on.
With based on artwork I'd sent them, and that's extra large.
I feel like this could be a good one for a thumbnail. Well, not necessarily a thumbnail, but you know, he's actually it's a weird one. But a t-shirt's quite prominent or whatever, you know what I mean? Hold on, give me a second. I'll get a wee thing anyway. If for nothing else, it's for people to have a template to use for coming up with their own designs. So let me go here. Let me go here. Let me remove the background on this. And there we go. We're good stuff indeed. Oh, Phil got removed. Oh boy. That wasn't meant to happen. Restore. That was a very strange thing to have happen. Jesus. Fuck me. So restore. Basically restore this part here. Restore that. Restore. Get the microphone as well, guys. Restore the microphone. Kind of weird not to. And what the hell did it do? And yeah, I might as well just make sure you keep his arm. There you go, I'll do. Surely that'll be enough information. Then that should be that. There we go. I love this fucking website. This website is so fucking good now. And it's a free website, that's what I'm saying. This is a completely free tool to use, and it's so fucking good and quick to use. So there we go. Oh, for God's sake, Taco's again with no patience whatsoever. No patience in his wee soul. He's just like, nah, I'm not going to wait for that. I'm going to go ahead and make my own thing right now. This is a Taco's creation. And as requested, it's Phil as Ken. Or Hillary Clinton. Either way. What the hell? Good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed. Let's crack on with Bingo.
And this is a 100% cotton t-shirt. So there you go. My old DSP logo with the game controller. Oh, I remember that. That's really old. Oh yeah. Like I said, I will definitely look into the archives of crap that I got on my computer here. I will find some of the best stuff from over the years and send them a bunch and see what they come up with.
Did he just call it the archives of crap? And he's hoping to sell this and profit from it? The archive of crap.
Nothing I could do slogan. I'm sure I could get, if I don't have that, I probably, that's something that can easily be whipped up. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait, I've got a suggestion, Phil. I've got a fantastic suggestion, you know, and let me find it for you. Was is this something Phil sold before back in the day? Where is it? Where is it?
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something.
2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Hold on, I searched the wrong thing.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again because I
there it is.
if you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that
I found it. I found it.
you don't give a shit about anybody.
So this is what I found.
You have no respect.
Phil claimed before he never sold a Hate Army jersey.
You have no respect.
Phil and Teespring had this for sale.
You money more than our
Long-time fans of YouTuber Darkside Phil will recognise his trademark 86 team number from sports games, playthroughs and more. Now you can be a part of the team. Join the Hate Army today. So Phil can sell that, you know. Send that to them. Oh, bloody hell, man. There's a wee blast in the past right there. I might retweet that just right. It's an old tweet here. It's an old tweet from like 2021. But screw it. I'm going to like that and I'm going to retweet it because why the hell not? Just to bring some... just to bring it back to current day prominence and relevancy.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will
Evil
not do
HG.
this thing again because I feel bad about it.
Jesus, man. Yeah, now he's just... Yeah, now he's just pasting JPEGs on t-shirts. Well, it's not him. It's the people that are selling it for him. Remember, it's not Phil doing it. Alright, okay, let's just get on with the bingo.
Yeah, like I said, they have graphic design. I'm sure whoever's working on their team could probably just do that easily.
doesn't make any sense why he's even texting.
Wait. What can the graphic designers do for him? Easily?
The years and send them a bunch and see what they come up with.
I'm wondering if the guy was like
Nothing I could do slogan. I'm sure I could get, if I don't have that, I probably, that's something that can easily be whipped up. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, they have graphic design. I'm sure whoever's working on their team could probably just do that easily. Me as a card dealer with people like R2 and Craig sitting at a table with no chips. Well, again, you can't really use other people's likenesses. You have to use your own or whatever. You have to be careful about that stuff. You know, unlike other people who have sold my likeness without permission, it's completely illegal. You know, I'm not going to be doing that stuff. After the DJ says, I wonder if they could actually design a tropical button-down theme-inspired shirt. I think this is more of a company that they print on a pre-existing product. Like, I don't think they make the shirt. They buy those shirts in bulk, and then they have a factory where they print the stuff. I don't think that this company is actually making the shirts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they're gonna be able to do that. That'd be pretty crazy.
I'll be impressed if they actually have a fucking factory. It's probably just someone's fucking basement or whatever with some, some machine. It probably won't take up a lot of fucking space to fucking make these. I don't imagine. It might be a small scale sort of thing. I'd imagine.
Yes, today's React Day, Alex, of course. Sunday is always React Day. Resident Evil 4 Leon DSP. That could maybe be possible, but someone would have to whip that up. Bloom Kid did a super chat. Should have be wearing the crown with text saying the hate is back, all hail the king. All hail the king, good. The hate is back. No, again, you gotta be careful with how you word stuff.
He's terrified. He's terrified of embracing his own fucking hatred. The hate army is back, stronger than ever before in this renaissance of Phil's career. Beautiful stuff before. And yeah, Mister's saying as well. Mister's printed stuff on t-shirts before. It's not that hard, exactly. Well, it depends. Like, obviously, you done it like one time, or maybe a couple of times, or whatever. This is a part of a company which has no problems whatsoever helping out other clientele. It depends how. But we need more information about the company essentially in terms of like how big are they? Like, are they a well-known brand or whatever? You know what I mean? Are they quite a respectable business? Has anyone ever fucking heard of them? Phil is withholding those details right now because he's not fully locked in with an agreement yet. Like, they sent him samples, and he's going to look for some more, more information from them. He's going to look for some more guarantees, I imagine, as well. Yeah. So yeah, we'll find out in due course eventually, I guess, when and who these people are.
Resident Evil 4 Leon DSP. That could maybe be possible, but someone would have to whip that up.
And I rewound it just so we can hear this again of Phil trying to fucking get away from the hate.
Bloom Kid did a super chat. Should have be wearing the crown with text saying the hate is back, all hail the king. All hail the king, good. The hate is back. No, again, you gotta be careful with how you word stuff these days because people will literally twist it to something it's not. And as you know, I'm not a hateful person, but
you're a king. A king of what, Phil? What are you a king of? Please elaborate on why you're a king. King of what? Stuffing your piggy face full of fucking food in a series of bizarre ways? Well, you have been, and you are, and you will always forever be the king of hate.
people might twist it into that, so you can't really have that. A picture of me holding the Project 7 gun saying, I spawn, I die. That could be cool. That would have to be a screen grab from Project 7, right? But by the way, thank you, Bloomkit. That was a super chat. And that's actually our very first super chat of the day. It was from Bloomkit here. Thank you, Bloomkit. Guys, we are currently almost at 400 viewers. We got 83 likes. Let's get that to 100. All right, right now, if you're here and you're chilling, you're enjoying what we're doing, please hit the like button. The engagement is key on YouTube. This is the only content I'm making for DSP Gaming today. So getting a video out with high engagement would be key. Please like the stream. And please support it. Right now, we got one super chat from Bloomkit and $3 to take an extra. Please support today's podcast. And let's get this tips going because we got to keep that King's streak alive, right? We got to get back. We have to match that 41 that it was at and that we lost momentum because of stupid Black Myth Wukong, right? Let's see. Spider Needle says, can we get the skeletons running design? Oh, the one where I was like, I hate skeletons or whatever. That was very old and it didn't really sell that well. What I'm going to do, I need to look at what stuff I have already and other ideas too. And I need you guys to tell me like what's interesting because a lot of the stuff from the past you might want, but that might sell twice and that's it, right? And then there might be stuff that's like best selling. So we have to figure out a good mix. And if there's new ideas, stuff I don't have yet, but you would like to be made, I could work with them and see if they can make it or, you know, if someone else makes it, right? One with all my famous lines would be cool. A white shirt or hoodie with black letters, like why am I toxic or nothing I can do. Do you go, why am I toxic, nothing I can do? The triplets line, what are the ones? Like we gotta think of all the different lines, correct? Yeah.
What about the line where you talk about Justine getting banged by a bunch of EA executives or something? What about that? That's a classic. That's a classic line. Or what about the Hello Jew?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, RTU's last chip could be cool, but I mean, would you really buy a shirt just with this? You know what I'm saying? Just a shirt with a poker chip? Would that be something you would buy? But what would be the context? What would you want on the shirt with the poker chip reference that would be a sellable product you would want to buy?
Oh, context is important all of a sudden, Phil. Once again, it harks back to you being a king. And king of what? You know? What are you the king of?
Right? This is the stuff we got to figure out. Feasting with the king? Another one interesting. We have to figure out how to do it, right?
I'll tell you how to fucking do it. Put this shit in a t-shirt. I think the tractors would buy that. Thing is though, you can't use Phil like this, sadly, you know what I mean? It's like, aye. But having this on a t-shirt, there you go, feasting with Phil. Feasting with a pig. Have that in a t-shirt.
Okay. All right, so thank you for... Oh, that's true. A shirt with the falling coins. I could be like this and coins are showering. And we say, we hit the streak or the coffers are filled or something like that. That could work. Yeah. Sure.
I'm counting that as a beg.
This is fucking depressing!
That could work. That would be cool. A shirt with a chip and it says felted. I mean, I get that, but at the same time...
Yeah, I just want to fucking say the word felted. Nah. We don't get a free... So no free spaces for what he showed off, by the way. Because I was expecting something more interesting with the designs or whatever, you know what I mean? Nah, it was just his old crap anyway. It's just to get a fucking test run, so nah. We don't get a free space for the t-shirts he showed off because it didn't refer to the king or felt.
Let's be honest, that is more of a Kino Casino thing. That's not something that I really came up with. So, I'm sure they probably wouldn't care, but I would prefer for it to be something more of mine, right? With my 16 years of history.
People want fucking spoons.
I'm sorry?
Here's a fucking t-shirt with a comically large fucking spoon. That'll fucking sell great.
Okay. Alright, well thank you guys. That's the end of that segment. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you like the quality of the products. And now it seems like you guys like it, right? Like you like those shirts. They look good to you. They look good to me. And so what I will do is talk with this company further and basically see you know what they do. I'm actually very curious exactly what merch they make. You know, is it just shirts? Do they have more? I think they have mugs. I think for a fact they have mugs, but I don't know what else.
You must know the fucking name of the company since you've been fucking talking to them, so why don't you fucking just do your research and fucking search for them? And see what their stores are fucking like. You absolute incompetent, lazy piece of shit.
Else they do. So once I figure all that out, I can get back to you guys on exactly what we're working on, and I'll probably send them a whole bunch of logos and things that I already have accumulated, and we'll try to brainstorm some ideas together once I see what products they have. I like the idea of a shirt that has all my sayings on it. Nothing I could do. Why am I toxic? We are the triplets. You know, what are other ones? You know, we gotta think of different ones that we could put on there that are things that are like commonalities, right? Wow. There you go. Wow. Okay. Oh no, they have confirmed with me that they're willing to work with me. It's more of a me looking at their product quality, talking with you guys, and telling them that I want to do it. That's what that's what this is. It's totally on their side. They wanted to work with me. They were like, yes, we'll do it. So it's more. This is developing that trust in the product before I jump headfirst into something. You know, because just imagine if I didn't do what I just did, and I just agreed right away, and then all of a sudden I start getting word from you guys. Yeah, I ordered a shirt, and look, the print's completely off. It's crooked. It looks like crap. It's low quality, falling apart. Why is the shirt such a low quality shirt? And everyone's upset. So I don't want to do that. I wanted to sample first, and the samples are pretty good, I feel. So.
But you've not even worn them yet, Phil. You took them in a fucking box, you sniffed them and said, they smell. You've not tried them on. You know, so, yeah, like, I mean, it's like you've not really had a proper, I mean, you're not even wearing it your own content, Phil. Like, did you just fucking get it sent to you yesterday or today or something? Like, I don't know, it's not a great demonstration, put it that way, Phil. Usually if people are going to show for a t-shirt, they might be wearing the bastard and thing, you know, just saying.
Okay, good stuff. Now what I would like to do, folks, new segment, new topic. We're going to jump over to the gaming schedule for the, oh, it's KFC. The gaming schedule for the rest of the year. And what I mean by that is what I would like to do is go through games that have solid release dates for the...
fuck, I forgot about this part. Oh god, this is going to be so fucking torturous.
Rest of 2024, and personally pick out and tell you guys the ones that I'm interested in. All right, I think this is going to be very useful to some people who are interested to know what is Phil up to, what games is he going to be playing. Because at this point, there's so many games coming out, it's hard to...
Yeah, 2 seconds. Let me go to 1.75 speed, and I'm just going to... I don't want to fucking be on this for fucking too long, this segment. This is going to be bored to fucking tears. I'll be tapping it immediately. Fuck this.
Hell and discern between them. So first of all, Boyhood's End right here. Definitely this is one I'm playing. Wait, what? Okay, so let's go through this. So obviously today's September 15th, right? We're already halfway through September. And I can tell you, out of all the games of September that have come out, there's one that I missed that I'm genuinely interested in. It is called The Casting of Frank Stone. It is a horror game, all right? And it ties into the lore and the universe of Dead by Daylight, right? Or is it Death by Daylight? I can't remember what it is. Dead by Daylight, is it not? I'm pretty sure it is. It looked great. We watched the trailer for it a couple weeks ago on my React show. But what happened was, I got so busy with all this other stuff going on. And then I got backlogged on games, so it came out at a time when I was already playing other new games. I just didn't have a chance to even look at it, okay? So I'm definitely interested in it, all right? And I feel like we can get around to this eventually. Maybe even towards October, like Halloween time, it makes sense. I don't know. But outside of that, I feel like everything else that came out this month, you know, it wasn't very appealing to me. Except for this Boyhood's End, maybe. But, I mean, Space Marine we're playing. So there you go, Space Marine 2. We're already playing that. That was the one that appealed to me there. And Astro Bot we're playing. That's the one that appealed to me there. And, of course, the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. Down here was the other one that I was interested in that I'm playing. Here it is. So that's that. So if you haven't noticed, I haven't really touched upon or played any remasters, and that's for good reason. When I'm in the midst of playing new games and I'm already inundated and backlogged and I'm not getting through them, I'm not going to start playing remasters. Remasters are, if you have nothing going on and you're looking to fill a gap in time, right, then you play a remaster. Like, for example, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. I didn't really like that game when it was new. Like, I remember, I just thought it was kind of meh. It was very repetitive and it had parts that were very grindy and annoying. It also had parts that were fun, but it's just kind of a stupid game. Like, it's just a dumb game that was a time killer at that time. It wasn't anything special or anything. So, you know, I'm not really interested in that. So moving on for the rest of the month here, okay? Scrolling down into where we are today, which would be the 15th, okay? I'm almost positive that there's pretty much nothing of interest really going on. I mean, look, they're porting Jedi Survivor to PlayStation 4 and, like, Xbox One. That's insane. It's a year and a half later, and they're finally porting it. That's just wild to me. So again, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, I'm not saying I would never play it. I'm saying if I'm freaking already backlogged on new games that I'm not playing, there's no way I'm going to be playing that remaster now, right? Like, maybe I'll do that later. Again, maybe, like, October because it's horror themed, but I just don't think I'm going to be doing it now. Plus, I played the Dead Rising Remaster years ago. I played it twice because I liked it. The first one is so rough. The second one's so much better, right? Well, I've already done it. So it's funny that, again, it's being remastered a second time within, like, a decade. It's just kind of stupid in my opinion, but hey, I know a lot of people like classic Dead Rising, right? So continuing on here, I really don't see... Oh, I didn't even know God of War Ragnarok was getting ported to PC. That's interesting. It probably look gorgeous, I bet. Again, I don't really see anything that's standing out. How about the Karate Kid Street Rumble? Yes, do you remember in the Karate Kid movies when Daniel-san walked out into the streets and just started beating up, you know, entire gangs of thugs and stuff? I remember that. Actually, I wonder if it's a fighting game. It might be a fighting game, which is worse. All right, so anyway, yeah, you see nothing, right? There's nothing here of any interest. Another remaster, Epic Mickey, rebrushed, for full price, mind you. That's like a $60 game, which is hilarious that they're trying to sell it again, for $60 all these years later. So yeah, no, like, none of these really appeal to me at all. All right, just being honest here. Is this a new Monopoly? Is this actually, hold on. Is this the new one that they were advertising? Is it finally coming out? Yeah, it is, isn't it? This is the new Monopoly game. A fresh look and improved gameplay experience. A full 3D animated city. And it's on PC too. I might get that. I'm serious. Like, I might get that just for like chill nights to play Monopoly and stuff. I love Monopoly, but I haven't played it in a zillion years.
Interesting number.
I know people like Monopoly. No, I mean, it might seriously be something good that people would like. I don't know. I think it would be though. Okay, we're still going. As you can see, there's like nothing. I'm serious. There's nothing for the rest of September. So likely what we'll do, all right, is we'll focus on beating Warhammer Space Marine 2. We'll focus on beating Astrobot. We'll probably do WWE Champions a bit, maybe twice a week, if not more. I'd like to do at least twice a week because once a week doesn't cut it. We don't get any progress in the game. Like right now, people are yelling at me. They're like, Phil, are you aware that tons of people tried to join your faction and you're not in the game for a week, so you don't approve it. It just sits there. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't boot it. So so maybe we play that like twice a week, once during the week and once on the weekends. So that we could like look at the weekend events and stuff. So probably that, and then I want to do some more of the MVC collection. So basically, I think that's what my balance will be for like the next week to 2 weeks is that until Terry comes out in Street Fighter 6, and then we try Terry, and Stone. All right, Zelda on the 20th. Well, I should say Terry Bogard on the 24th for Street Fighter 6, Zelda on the 26th, and then maybe looking at Shattered Space. All right, so that's September. October. I feel like October is a much heavier month, but let's actually get to the real dates because you can see these all say Q4, which is not a real date. TBA is not a date. I don't know why they list these. This is so stupid. You should not even be listed here. Where are the real dates? Can I get to a real date instead of TBA? What a bunch of dummies. But they don't know how to run their site, IGN. Look, it's all fucking TBA. Dunces. Don't want TBA. I want the actual games coming out in October, and you fucked up your site because you're dumb. Look, we're still going through TBAs. Oh my god, it's unbearable stupidity. Who runs this fucking thing? It's still TBA. Wait, what is this? So their site doesn't even work. It's just a bunch of TBAs. They didn't actually update this with October dates. Wait, they did, but it scrolled me to the middle of the page. Their website, when you click on October, scrolls you to the middle of the page past the October dates. Oh. Dude, I feel like I'm on GeoCities in the late 90s right now. This is how they designed their website. What I also like is that the menu is half the page, and the content you're looking for is crushed to the bottom of the page, and there's no way to resize the menu. So the menu is forced to take up. Look at this. I can't. This is what I want, but this is look at their menu. Fucking idiots. And they pay someone for the site, by the way. For the record, they pay someone to design this. How funny is that? All right. Okay. Hank Fritz, are you kidding me? Listen to this. Hank Fritz did a $5 super chat. He says, merch idea, do a minimalist shirt that says coffers filled, price it as $150. Meaning when people buy it, they'll buy for a meme status that they spent $150 on a shirt, and it's the meme that you hit your goal for the day. I mean, that would be pretty wild, actually, Hank. That might be worth it for the memes, and you wonder if anyone would actually buy it. I wonder. I actually legit wonder if someone would. So here's the thing, though. I don't know. You have to understand that I don't know how much money I make on this stuff. Like, I might only make a few dollars a shirt. So imagine someone spending $150 for that shirt, and I make like $3. So it might not make sense. It'd be one thing if it was like, I was getting the money, but what if I'm not getting it, right? You have to understand that's the thing with these companies. They're going to make the vast majority of profits on these shirts, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. So.
Somebody in the chat earlier on mentioned the idea of a shirt selling for $150 fucking dollars. And it actually fucking came up from Phil's chat. Holy crap.
I get it. The meme makes sense, but I don't know if that pricing model would make sense. Kamal just did a super chat and asked, did you ever think of doing a demo stream of upcoming games during quieter months? You can decide based on that, and it's much easier to do now that you have a gaming PC. It's a great idea. I used to do demo days back in the day. If you're not aware, that's the wrong keyboard. I used to do demo days back in the day. Back when Xbox Live on the Xbox 360 used to have frequent demos, but then they stopped doing it. Now they're like rare that you get a demo on a game console, right? You're right. It's a great idea. Thank you for that. Okay, so here is October. Okay, let's take a look. Any of these are interesting me right now? No. No, I don't care about Until Dawn Remastered. It's exactly the same game. It doesn't need a remaster. So Silent Hill 2 Remake, that's definitely the first one in October I'm interested in. October 8th, that's a huge one. I'm absolutely playing that. Those are... Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero is a maybe. It's a maybe. I'm not sure. Like, I told you guys, basically, I wasn't too interested in it because I didn't feel that there's enough going on in it to diversify it from previous Dragon Ball games. And then everyone freaked out and said, I can't believe you're not playing the latest Dragon Ball game. There hasn't been one in years, and you always play them all. So I don't know. It's really up to you guys, if you want to see me play that one or not. One that I'm definitely interested in is Metaphor on the 11th, okay? I very much want to play it, but again, with Atlas's history, with false copyright strikes and stuff, I really don't know if I should do it. I may have to wait a few days and see if people are getting smashed with copyright issues or not. But I would be down for Metaphor for sure, okay? Someone had mentioned the Starship Troopers game, and I don't really know much about it. 12-player squad-based co-op FPS combat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I would say it's a maybe. I'm not sure about it or not, this Starship Troopers game. Because some people had mentioned it. The thing is, it comes out the same day as Metaphor and Dragon Ball. That's definitely a maybe. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. This Quiet Place game, we had watched the trailer for. And it seems like an interesting horror idea. I just don't know if it's going to translate into a game that people want to see more than a couple times. A single-player horror adventure game inspired by a critically acclaimed blockbuster. Survive in silence. Yeah, I don't know. Just because you know, it's probably going to be just basically sneaking. Because that's the whole idea of the movie. You have to be quiet, right? It's probably just sneaking around trying to survive. I don't know how well that'll translate into a game, but that's a maybe, I would say.
I imagine a game where Phil had to fucking be quiet playing a game as well, like literally quiet, like, you know, this game requires your microphone input, you know, and by the way, you fucking have to stay quiet or you're found. And a fucking loud bus snort comes down the fucking microphone and Phil gets killed by it anyway.
I am aware that there's a new Mario Party game, but I'm not sold on it. I don't know if people really like it or not. If I get it, I would probably just play online or whatever, like with randoms. Over 110 mini games are available to play. 20 players go head-to-head in the Koopathlon mode or whatever. So that's a maybe. Mario Party is a maybe for me. Let's see here. Don't really care about Ninja Turtles at this point. I didn't miss anything, right? I didn't skip anything there by accident. I thought Call of Duty is coming out around this time, but I don't see it right now. Smurfs. There you go. Here it is. So obviously, Black Ops 6 is a yes. I played the demo or the beta, and I actually like the game, and it runs absolutely beautifully on my PC, and it runs at 120 frames, and I was kicking major ass with the Elite 2 controller. So yeah, absolutely, I'm playing that. And Sonic X Shadow Generations, yes, I'm interested in that. You know, it's not just Sonic Generations, and now it's all this new content with Shadow. So yes, there too. Those two is a definite yes for me. Okay. And Life is Strange Double Exposure, yeah, I'm actually very interested in that. The original Life is Strange was great. Okay. And then Life is Strange 2 was terrible, and then the prequel was terrible. Life is Strange True Colors actually was a pretty good game. So I'm looking forward to this one, to continuing the story of, what's her name, Max Caldwell or whatever. Years later, she's grown up and how her life has changed, but she still has these powers to shift time or whatever. So yeah, I'm actually very interested in that one. I genuinely am. And I think that's all of October, correct? Yes. All right, so basically, October is going to be a pretty interesting month, right? So we start off with the Silent Hill 2 remake, and then it'll be Metaphor and probably Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Maybe the Starship Troopers game. I'm undecided, but it's a maybe. Maybe the Quiet Place game, maybe not. Maybe at this time also I'll play that Casting of Frank Stone. Maybe the Mario Party game, I'm not sure. And then definitely Call of Duty and Sonic X Shadows and Life is Strange Double Exposure. Okay. And also, by the way, I am aware that Dragon Age Veilguard also comes out on Halloween, and that's absolutely, I'm considering it. I like Dragon Age. Dragon Age Inquisition was my game of the year many years ago. Just on curiosity's sake, I think perhaps Dragon Age Veilguard makes sense, even if I end up not liking it. But it's a strong possibility. Okay. So there you go.
Please tell me he's not going to do November. No, Phil, that's enough. That's enough. Please stop it there.
I received a $2 tip. Thank you, guys. This is the first tip that I got in over an hour. Thank you for that.
Holy crap.
This is fucking depressing!
You're scored by Kill Knight. It's probably the best game on the list. What is Kill Knight? I don't know what Kill Knight is. I'll scroll back up and look for it. I don't know what that is. Anyone know what Kill Knight is? I've never heard of it.
Imagine bitching about not getting a fucking tip for a fucking hour. It finally comes in and you feel the need to remind people that they spent an hour. It's been over an hour since the last got a contribution like that. And it was only a $2 one. Boo.
Kill Knight? What the hell is it? Kill Knight. An ultra-responsive, arcade-inspired, isometric action shooter condemned to eternal sufferance deep within the void of an eldritch arena. You must wield an arsenal of devastating weaponry to obliterate swarms of otherworldly horrors and master the demon within. This looks like... This kind of looks like Hades. Does it not? It looks like Hades. I mean, if that's the case, then I'm probably just gonna play Hades too, right? Because it looks like the same game, only with, you know, demons instead of, like, you know, Greek mythology. It's you know, same premise though, right? Oh, by the way, Amplitory, the $2 super chat says Barbie Project Friendship comes out on the 20th. Well, you know, that I don't have to even mention because you know I'm playing it, right? Like, you know that I play every Barbie game.
Fuck you and your friends.
So, there you go. Oh, it's just Amplitory, buddy. Okay, thank you, Amplitory. Alright, so that's October. November.
You bastard. You absolute rat bastard. Who cares about fucking November? You absolute dick.
Yeah, it doesn't even bring you to where you're supposed to be. What a dumb website this is. Oh, let's see here. So you know this Mario and Luigi Brothership is basically a remake, right? Isn't it? Or is it a new one? Is it brand new? Or is it a remake? I can't even remember. No, I guess it's new. It's been a long time since they made a game like this in the Mario and Luigi saga, right? I'll leave it open to a maybe. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. Someone had mentioned to me this ant game, Empire Ants, but isn't it more like a sim game? How to sim life as an ant? What the hell is that? Yeah, it's literally just ant sim, right? Let's see. Oh, Slitterhead. Yeah, this is the game where basically Japan has been overrun with demons that are possessing people, and you're a creature, you know, hopping from body to body, fighting off the demons. It looks pretty unique. Yeah, the company that started Silent Hill and Gravity Rush. Yeah, it looks pretty unique to me. So this is definitely a possibility. Slitterhead is interesting to me. Okay. Assassin's Creed Shadows. If I get it, I'm gonna do exactly what I did with Star Wars Outlaws. I'm just gonna get Ubisoft Plus again for a month. Get it and see if I like it. Because man, I'm so happy that I did that with Star Wars Outlaws, which I played for one day, and we all were so bored to tears of the game that I never played it again. Right? Also, it's hilarious that every game that I played on PC since I got my gaming PC in early August has run well, except Star Wars Outlaws. That's the one game that was just not optimized and it ran like crap no matter what I did. So that's just funny to me. It's a giant effing company in Ubisoft, and they have no clue how to even make a game, right? Yeah. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake, I personally want to play, but I don't know if it will fit into the fall schedule. But that's something that's like my own personal preference. I love the Dragon Quest games, and I would love to play Dragon Quest 3 with all of you. I think it would be great. Let's see. Funko Fusion. So many people have been talking to me about this game. So many people have been saying you got to play Funko Fusion, right? I mean, there's Orko from He-Man. It's gonna have so many titles. Look, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, Battlestar Galactica, Hot Fuzz, The Mummy, Nope, Back to the Future. Good lord, Chucky. What the hell's this? The Umbrella Academy? Oh, I don't even know what Umbrella Academy is. That's why I don't know what that is. All right. So basically what it is gonna have all this pop culture references in it, right? That's coming out in November, apparently. Oh, look, they rated it a 4. It's dull combat and repetitive mission. Means just like your Funko Pop collection is probably best left on the shelf. Wow. They think it sucks. There you go. I guess it's a no then. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, I definitely 1,000,000%. We're gonna get Flight Simulator 2024. Number one, you would think this would be on Game Pass, right? Probably. But dude, we had so much fun with Flight Simulator a couple years ago during the summer, and I know this will be perfect for chill night streams. But imagine it's new, so it's gonna look great on the PC. We're gonna be playing the best version of this game. We're gonna be flying all around the world, checking out all kinds of different things, and it's gonna be so cool. People are gonna be able to like to vote on like where you want to go next and stuff, which will be really neat. I think it's gonna be a really fun game. Nice chill streams of it. Stalker 2 is a maybe for me. I never liked the original Stalker, but you guys probably want to see me try that. Hacked the streamer, of course I'm playing. And I see now nothing has dates, so none of these actually are coming out in November. So honestly, November is much lighter than October, as of now. So I would probably say maybe Mario and Luigi Brothership, okay? Slitterhead, Assassin's Creed Shadows, maybe Dragon Quest 3, but it may have to hold off, we'll see. And definitely Flight Simulator, and maybe Stalker 2. And then that's probably it, right? That's probably it for the month. Now, in December, there's very little right now with release dates.
Oh, fuck you.
But I absolutely am going to be playing Marvel Rivals for a bit. I liked the beta that I played. I thought it was quite good, and I'm sure they're going to refine it and make it better by the time it comes out. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, yes, I'm going to be playing that. And that's really all that has release dates right now, right? So here's the thing. There's going to be ample opportunity during these time frames. If there's weeks with too few games, then I can actually do filler content like some of these remasters that I'm not playing right away. Dead Rising Remaster, I can do Epic Mickey Remaster, right? That would be the time to interject those kinds of filler games. I could always go back to games that I never finished. Like I told you guys, I'm eventually going to play Sea of Stars. I'm telling you, I am going to eventually go back and play Sea of Stars. I don't know when, but I definitely want to go back and play. I actually really like the game, right? And also keep in mind, there'll be other content going on. I'm going to be trying to do some interviews, right? I might be doing some appearances on other people's shows. There may be opportunities for different things going on, all right? Also keep in mind, on Halloween, I do a Halloween marathon where I dress up in costume and play horror-themed games all day that you guys nominate, so that's definitely happening. And also keep in mind that Christmas I do a marathon, and we do all themed games that you guys nominate, and I dress up in different Christmas sweaters, and we have food and drinking and all kinds of fun stuff. So all that stuff is still coming up this year. It's gonna be great, okay? I think this fall will be amazing because I have this PC, I get to play the best versions of games. And like, for example, for the Halloween marathon, like, I've opened myself up to a whole new realm of games, all these PC games I never could play, and I'm sure you guys are gonna nominate a ton of PC-centric horror games for me to play on Halloween, right? So it's gonna be very neat. But I consider playing Terraria again. I don't even remember playing it the first time. So if we ever were to do like an indies event or something like that, yeah, absolutely, I would consider Terraria. I don't even remember what it was, you know, when I played it all those years ago. It's been so long. What's up, Game Boy? How you doing? Okay. All right. So hopefully that gave you guys an idea of what you can expect for at least like the rest of the year here. And the idea, you know, that's general. There's always other games I can play. The sky's the limit now because I have every console. I have a gaming PC. I can play whatever I want. All right. So the potential is there for many different games. It's just that's the general idea for the new releases coming out. I hope that you found some use out of that video because particularly someone had just requested that of me. Okay. All right. I received a $5 tip. That is the biggest tip of the day. From an anonymous tipper. When your gaming schedule isn't heavy, now that you have a PC that can handle it, you consider doing VR games. I think that it would make for an entertaining stream. It would make Flight Simulator even better. The thing about VR games, which I've said this many times before, all right, there's two reasons why I don't dabble in VR anymore. I did buy the PlayStation. Wow, this site is frozen. Play my animation? It actually did, but the site is frozen again. I don't know what's going on with this site. It's been so laggy recently. So I bought PSVR when it was new. Now, this was many years ago. PSVR was 2016, so about 8 years ago, right? And when PSVR came out, I actually really enjoyed it for about 2 months, all right? And I played a lot of different games. I played the Batman game. I played Job Simulator. I played the Until Dawn on-rail shooter. I played the game that was basically...
I'm playing about Job Simulator. Fell fucking with 10 years, fucking actually working a real job.
Like a tech demo where one, you were underwater and a cage, a shark was coming at you. And then there was the heist where you're like doing a bank robbery and shooting and stuff. And I did a few more than that too. I can't remember all of them, but essentially. All right. Oh, I haven't updated the schedule in days, huh? Oops, I guess I should update that right now. I haven't updated the schedule in days. Wow. I'll answer your question while I update the schedule, okay? So...
Who fucking cares?
I liked it for about 2 months, but then what happened was the gimmick of it kind of wore off for me. Number one, wearing a VR headset at least 8 years ago, that PSVR headset was not super comfy at all. It was a little heavy and it created this condensation and sweat inside that made your whole head sweat and it was very uncomfortable. Okay, so that was number one. Is it just wasn't comfortable to wear for extended periods of time. Number two, certain games actually got me sick. I remember, I particularly remember this one game that was supposed to be like this artistic game about the world had ended and all that was left on the planet was like a bunch of mutated humans and they were like the devil and God were still alive, but they were like symbolic. It was a really weird artistic game and it was creepy and I liked it, but I kept getting sick playing it. Like I kept feeling like I had to barf. I was like, dude, like why? I wonder if the games are better than that now. You know what I mean? All these years later, but it just wasn't like it wasn't worth what I was like. The money invested didn't really make sense compared to the games that I was playing. And by January, Resident Evil 7 came out. I played Resident Evil 7 and I loved it. And I put on the VR headset and I played it in the VR headset for like an hour, 2 hours. And I was like, so the advantage is it's first person and you're aiming with your head by looking, and that's it. It feels like you're playing the same game. So it didn't really add too much new stuff to make it any better. And at that point, I was like, I didn't really like it. Now here's the thing, okay? Hold on. Okay, I think I got the schedule. Let me save it. I think the schedule should be correct now. My apologies because I haven't updated the schedule in many days because I wasn't checking it because my PC had that issue on Friday with Discord and I didn't even have the window open. But I think the schedule should be correct now if you want to try it again. So what was I saying? Oh, VR. So after that whole VR thing, what happens is in 2017, I became a full-time streamer. So now it's not just about me making offline videos anymore. It's about me having an interactive audience where I can talk with you and do shout-outs and have conversation. And that's a major part of most of the content that I make. There's a couple exceptions where I'll play certain games that are like super like attention grabbing or I have to focus on the game solely. But let's be honest, for the most part, everything I do is more social and interactive now. If I have a giant VR headset on my head, right, and I'm immersed in a game in first person, how could I ever see you guys talk with you or do shout outs? I just couldn't, right? Now some have said, oh, well, some of them have the ability to have the chat on your screen. Well, I get that, but number one, tips don't come through chat. Number two, that kills the VR experience. That's like what's the point, right? So I just haven't found that VR would really be anything that would fit into my content these days, right? And to be quite frank, there have now been how many types of VR? You got your PSVR, your PSVR 2, you got your MetaQuest, you got your, what's the other big one? There's the other big one for PC too, and I can't remember exactly what it is, right? But all of them have all these games. Is there a single killer app for VR that you can think of that has been a must-play experience that I've missed because I'm not doing VR, right? Can you think of a single one? I mean, arguably the only game that anyone has ever really said, oh, this is the one was Half-Life Alyx, right? Like that's it. Every other game's like, it's all right, and that's it. So would it have been worth it for me to buy all this equipment, get it working? Now I can't interact with my chat to do this playthrough of one game. Boneworks? I don't know what Boneworks is. A couple people have now said Boneworks, but I've never even heard of that. And that's the point I'm making. If VR games had actually made it to the realm of games that are so good that they're getting nominated for Game of the Year, that they're getting rated incredibly highly, then I'd be like, dude, I'm missing out because I'm not doing VR. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually cheating myself of great gameplay experiences because I'm not doing VR. So I need VR. It's actually been completely the opposite, right? It really has been where VR is always the fringe thing, the thing on the outside. It's there if you want to do it, but it's just not a big deal. It needs more equipment. It needs a better setup. It needs to have a different kind of thing going on than what I do. So it's like, is it really worth it? No. Maybe if that changes, if killer apps do come out, right? And there's great games that I'm literally missing, and I can't believe that Phil would skip this game when he loves games. Like, it hasn't happened. VR has remained a fringe thing. And it's funny because when VR was being pushed so hard by games journalism 8 years ago, when PSVR was coming out and everything, oh, it's the wave of the future, it's going to change everything. And I said to everyone, bullshit, I don't buy it, but I'll try it myself. So I did. And I dabbled. I put my toe in the lake, and I said, ooh, it actually feels pretty good. But as my foot got used to being in the lake, it just wasn't that special anymore. And I realized it was just a gimmick that wears out fast. And I didn't really care anymore. I don't really think there's too many game developers out there that are working on big VR games. They know that it's a very tiny niche market, and even if they make an insanely good game, that not very many people are ever going to buy it, right? So why even bother investing your time and money and effort into a big VR game that most people will never care about or play? You know? So I think that's what happened. And it's sad because maybe if it was treated a little differently, maybe if the market was a little different, I don't know, maybe it could blow up, but it just never has. You know it exists, but does anyone clamor for it or get hyped for it? No, like literally no, right? Tell me what game right now, VR game.
Dist Optimist tip £1. Has Phil ever been an early adopter of anything? Remember the capture card?
Pinky might have been one of the very first people on YouTube to have started begging his audience or contributions even before it was a thing. There's that. He was an innovator of demanding things from his audience for things that he should have been spending money on himself. But guys, please support me on PayPal so I can buy all these new games for my new YouTube channel called DSP Gaming. Things like that, you know. But yeah, Phil was often very late to the party in the grand scheme of things, you know. Look at his background, for example. You know, I mean, most content creators had similar backgrounds to this years and years and years ago. Phil has only just embraced it now, thinking he's hot shit all of a sudden, you know. It's like, nah, this is something you should have been doing a long time ago, Phil. And you fucking shat on other content creators for having this kind of setup. But lo and behold, it's actually the fucking best way to go about doing this content. Who would have fucking guessed it? But yeah, he never learns. He never fucking learns. But yeah, that's just classic DSP feed. This is one of the reasons why he's a fucking goddamn lol cow. He's always fucking late to the party, thinking why should he innovate and upgrade if what he's doing now works anyway.
Know it exists, but does anyone clamor for it or get hyped for it? No, like literally no, right? Tell me what game right now, VR game is coming out in the next few months that everyone must play and we'll be talking about. It's just kind of a thing, you know? And again, I'm not trying to hate on it or anything at all. I just don't see it being a big deal or something that I need to really dabble in until there's something worth playing, and I'm not aware of that, right? Valve has one called Valve Index as well. I know there's big three. The big three are PSVR, MetaQuest, and the other one, because the other one is the one that you don't have to have worse graphics. Like MetaQuest is standalone, but the graphics are terrible. Remember, we were watching the video of the new Riven version, the remake that I just played. Remember, we were watching the video of it, the VR versions, and it was like, here's the standard version with great graphics, and the game looks absolutely amazing. And then here's the MetaQuest version. It looks like you're playing on like PS2. It's like, what? So do you really want to play VR to be virtual reality first person, awful, you know, watered down, no detail graphics? Probably not. Valve is being rumored to make another one. Oh, okay. All right, so guys, we're almost done. FYI, I gotta be out here within 5 to 10 minutes because I gotta go set up for the React show. So what I'll say is this. Thanks, you've been a great audience. If you haven't noticed, this was a very chill podcast today, right? Yeah, no drama. We had a good time. We have 114 likes, guys. If you could click the like button to get that to 150 in the next few minutes, that would be amazing. That would help the channel because this is the only content I'm putting up on the channel today, so that would help. Thank you for the few who super chatted. We don't have any memberships today, sadly. And we're only at $10 in tips, so this is a really slow start. All right, now, King Street. Been great. It's been amazing. It's helped me tremendously. It has. I would like to keep it going. If it continues, I can continue to do things that will help me out. For example, these things I've told you about.
Who fucking cares, though, Phil? Like, you've made a ridiculous amount of fucking money anyway if it fucking lasts, like, the last 30 odd days. So what is the big fucking deal? Remember that this streak of ours started originally on like the 14th or whatever of August or whatever the fucking was. Actually, we can check. Yeah, the streak began on the 16th of August. So we're literally like it was like a whole month ago. The streak began. And in that time, let's just remind ourselves how much money's been given to Phil Burnell in a month's time. Phil has been given almost $10,000 in the space of a month. From the 16th of August to, in fact, it'll be over that, because this is all the way up to the 13th. That's shit. And it doesn't include a night stream. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm willing to fucking say that Phil's been given over $10,000 in the space of a month, in tips alone. And yet here he is, crying about, oh, it's been a slow day. The $10,000 I just got in tips is not enough. It's quite a slow fucking day. If you guys keep fucking giving me $10,000 more per fucking month, I might be able to fucking do things like afford a dishwasher.
Yo, later this month when I get paid by YouTube, my wife and I are gonna go look for things like a dishwasher, a new fan and light for our dining room because our light ripped out.
I love how, like, literally, I used a dishwasher to be condescending, and it was the first example Phil thought of. $10,000? Wow, let's get a new light and a dishwasher. Fucking hell. And it's like, we've all got fucking, like, Phil, we've all got things we need to fucking put our fucking money into to invest in, you know what I mean, for fucking getting by in life, you know what I mean? We've all got bills to fucking pay. We've all got things we need to fucking have money for, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, next year I'm going on holiday, you know what I mean? I'm saving up for fucking going on holiday again. Me and my good lady going back to the Canaries later on this month. We're actually celebrating our anniversary, you know what I mean? And we'll do a little something for that. We'll probably get a wee night, a wee getaway together, you know, a wee overnight, a little mini staycation somewhere for one night or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, to celebrate our anniversary, you know, because that's what couples do, you know what I mean? We do little special wee nights together, you know what I mean? To just celebrate being together and all in love and all that crap. But yeah. But what I'm saying though is that we've all got our own wee things to fucking do, Phil. And here's you crying about not getting enough money today, even though you've had over $10,000 in tips so far. And also, you don't. Why does Phil want to need a dishwasher? Honest question, why does he need a dishwasher? I've never used a dishwasher in my entire fucking life. A dishwasher is basically you using your fucking own efforts to fucking clean that crap off dishes and clean them manually. It's like, why? Why would it? Why is it a necessity for Phil Burnell and Kat to fucking have a dishwasher when they fucking get DoorDash half a goddamn time anyway?
Out of the ceiling the other day, so we need a new one. Eventually, probably looking for like a new washer dryer. Things for the house we need because we can afford it, right? And I want to actually keep making improvements to the setup. One of the things I said is instead of migrating over to my wife's now 7-year-old outdated PC, instead maybe I could just buy a whole new streaming PC.
But Phil, I thought it was your fans that kept giving you these things.
And that could be what I stream and capture from, and then I can use the gaming PC to game. You know what I mean? But the momentum has been tremendous, and I want to keep it going. If you enjoyed the show today, if you had a good time, please support it. And you know, right now the best way to do that would be tipping. All right, tip, and then let's hit this goal, keep the stream going, and then we can celebrate. And you know, I don't want to have to bring it up the entire stream over there on DSP Reacts. You know, the last few weeks during the React streams, we usually hit a big chunk of that goal before we go to the React show. Today we're $10 in, so you know, it'd be great right now in the last few minutes. We can get some contributions that would help a lot. So the villain says, what about a vacation? Vacation's not in the cards right now for a couple of reasons. Okay, reason number one, my wife.
How can you hold on? You've literally been given $10,000 fucking dollars in a month in tips alone, and you're saying that that's impossible to have a vacation with. It's like, holy crap. It's just, what in the absolute ever-loving fuck? If you were given $10,000 in PayPal tips in the space of a month, would you be able to do anything special with that, I wonder? I know I could do a lot of fucking special things with that sort of fucking money. I don't know about you guys, but I think most of us could do something special with that sort of fucking money. But for Phil, it was a Tuesday.
Wife and her work schedule and everything is crazy right now. We don't even know consistently when she's working, how much she's working. It's kind of a mess. It's a jumbled mess. It's not a happy mess at all. And, you know, we're working to do things like that, but there's nothing we can really do about that. It's just life, right? It's how life works. That's number one. Number two, we couldn't really go on a vacation because of Jasper Kitty. You know, Jasper Kitty has always been with us since we got him. There's been no significant time away from Jasper Kitty, and he's afraid of other people. Like when people come over to do maintenance on the house or whatever, he freaks out and he runs away and he hides under the bed. He's very...
Or maintenance on the house. Like, how often does that fucking happen? A more normal example would have been when our friends come over to visit. But then again,
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Friendly with us and nobody else. He's literally scared of everybody else. But can you imagine? Let's go on a vacation for 2 weeks, and we go, and poor Jasper Kitty now gets traumatized.
2 weeks. A 2-week vacation's a bit fucking lengthy, you know? Two whole fucking weeks. Does Phil Bonnell think 1 week is not enough to fucking go on a vacation? It has to be fucking 2? That's a bit goody, Phil.
Because we're away for 2 weeks, and someone else has to take care of. We probably have to go to one of those board things. You can shelter your cat for a couple weeks, but that's not. He's used to being in an open house all day long, right? So that's not going to work.
Hold on.
You can shelter your cat for a couple weeks, but that's not. He's used to being in.
There it is. The eyes. The corner demons are back. Oh no. Hang on, let's see any particular frames. Which is the most robust frames here? Oh, is it looking there and there? Oh, that's more corner demon mode, that one right there. Yeah, we'll go for that one. It looks like demented more so than usual on this one. So give me a wee second here and I'll see if I can make this look good. By removing the background and all that jazz. Let's remove the background as well. And also, let's check the member Discord once I include this. Do I want Phil's chair there? Could I just like remove Phil's chair from it? Yeah, let's just fucking remove Phil's chair. Why the fuck not? Get rid of this crap. Get rid of that. No, don't restore it. No, fuck you. I don't want to restore it. I wanted to fucking remove the goddamn thing. Go, remove. There we go, and remove this crap as well on this side. There we fucking go. Goodbye, chair. Right, okay, let me just go into the mail Discord, throw that in the mail Discord, and there we fucking go. We have Phil staring at our corner demons. And we have Tacozilla having some creative fun. Once again. Here he is holding up a WWE Champion's belt, as well as Jasper Kitty. And then he's got his yellow t-shirt. So there we go. The belt and Jasper, and the dirt-faced t-shirt. Like although you have way too much fun with these things sometimes. I'm impressed you managed to get something quickly mocked up this way. Poor Jasper. That's not how you hold a cat, Phil. Anyway, let's crack on with Bingo.
To be in an open house all day long, right? So that's not going to work. He's going to mess him up. So, you know, in that regard, I think if we were ever do a vacation, like to be honest, yeah, it would be great to finally have a honeymoon. But I don't think we could do it right now. I think that's something that's long term. You know what I mean? Like many years down the line, when things, you know, I mean, in a time of transition, you know, then maybe we could squeeze it in or something when it makes sense. But right now, it's just not in the cards. It's not. What could be in the cards, all right, is a staycation. And what I mean by that would be, let's say this level of support that I've been getting, the increase in super chats and memberships and tips, it keeps going, you know, for months. Right now, it's been about a month, okay? If it continues, then I'm like, wait, maybe we could take a whole week off to stay home, but do things we've wanted to do for ages. We can have a day where we just go out and we do some shopping and we get a nice dinner together, and we're not worried about, oh, we have to rush to this appointment, we have to go grocery shopping today, we have to do this stupid chore. Instead, it's just several days where we get to spend time together, right? Work on stuff. And my garage is a mess. My garage, I wanted to clean out years, and I just don't have time. You actually clean out the garage and repurpose it to have room to do things, right? That's what, I mean, just having time with my wife and the family, that's important to me, and that's something I never get, right? So maybe that could be what it is you know, having actual time off from streaming for several days to spend time with my wife would be amazing, because we don't get to do that, and we finally have that, and that would be cool. But I need to get to that point. Right now, it's like the first steps that we're talking about are the necessities that we've had things broken around here for ages that we couldn't afford that we want to do. So I think the dishwasher has been broken for 2 years. You know, that's probably a big thing. That's probably number one. And then after that, we systematically pick at other things around the house here and here, and go from there. So, but anyway, yeah, please support this.
That sounds quite fucking miserable, actually. I can't even make fun of that. It just sounds so depressing.
Streams, guys, it's helped so much, and we keep that rolling. It's gonna be amazing. Like I said, it really can be life changing.
This is fucking depressing.
Thank you to Daniel United 115, a €10 super chat. It says, would you give Alien Rogue Incursion a go, even if it's on VR? Again, I said I'm not interested in VR. I haven't heard of many games that are worth playing, so I don't think that VR makes sense. And plus, it would mean ignoring my audience. So unless it's not VR, probably not. If it was not VR, right? Then yes, perhaps, right?
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody.
I never played Flappy Bird, no. The only version of Flappy Bird I ever played is, I guess, whoever bought the rights to it, turned it into an arcade game, and I actually played the arcade game of Flappy Bird. But that's it. I never actually had it on my phone or played the real game. Back in the day, when I remember when that drama was going down on the internet, the guy freaked out, the developer. Completely freaked out. So that's it, I'm not making any more updates or nothing, I quit. Too stressful, I didn't sign up for this. Remember that? He totally freaked out. Alright. Last chance, tag me in the chat if you want to talk. Any contributions that come in, we'll get quick shout outs. But I'm now getting set up.
This is fucking depressing!
For the React show. And that's why they all hate me. They can't, and that's why they can't stand me. That's correct. They just can't stand that I'm getting set up for the React show. They, it really bothers them. Here we go, playlist.
Hello, Wildcats.
Hello, Wildcats. That's the ultra number. I want to clip the play. I want to clip the play first. That's amazing. Anyway. Okay. This is going to be random select when we play it. This is going to not be random. Okay, we got all this set up. Cool. I think we already watched this video. We did watch this video. Oh, man, this guy probably doesn't realize we already watched this video. Well, I'll have to explain that during the show. Okay. If GTA 6 gets a significant enhancement with PS5 Pro, would I buy the new console? I still don't know. I don't know. Is it worth it to buy a whole console for one game? Like I said, if Sony came out and was like, so the PS5 Pro's coming out this fall, and by the way, here's an amazing lineup and slew of games that are going to utilize this thing right away that you need it for, then maybe I get it. But it's like they haven't said a word. GTA 6 is over a year out, right? Like at the earliest, it's late 2025. And what other games are you going to be playing exclusives on PS5 Pro that you need it? You know, there's games you've already played that are going to be like enhanced. That's not a big deal, right? All cross-platform games I'll be playing on my PC, which runs better than PS5 Pro. So I don't see the reason to get it right now. I almost feel like it's a wait situation, and then if games are announced that are coming out that need it, then I can get it then, because it'll probably be readily available. You know, at first, I'm actually curious about this. I think what's going to happen is it's going to sell out right away, because the scalpers are going to buy them all up again, just like the PS5s, but I don't think that the scalpers are going to be able to sell them all, because people aren't going to want it. The demand's not going to be there. So then after that, they're going to be stuck with a million of these things like idiots. They're going to try to figure out a way to get rid of them, but what people aren't realizing is this is not COVID anymore, okay? In COVID time, we had issues where people could not get the content, right, or get the components, that's what I meant to say. They couldn't get the components to make the PlayStation 5, so there were shortages. There's no more shortages anymore. So Sony, if they need to make more, will just make more if the demand is there. So I don't think that the whole scalper thing will even work with the PS5 Pro, besides the initial launch window. That's about it. So I'm not really too worried about that anymore. I think I'll be able to buy it whenever I want. So let's say in the middle of 2025, there's going to be a new PS5 game that's going to run much better on PS5 Pro, then I can just go buy it, right? But do I really need to get it in November when it comes out? Like, what's the benefit? I'm not even going to play any games on it. I'm going to be playing everything on PC. So why do I need it? There you go. Exactly. Syndicator says, they said 40 games will be enhanced, and that PS4 games will have boost. Yes, but the point I'm making is, none of those are new games. I've already played them. I'm not going to play them. You see? The games that will benefit are games that are old that I've already played, so I'm not replaying them just because I have a PS5 Pro now, you know? I received a $2.13 tip. Did you ever play Street Fighter in an actual arcade?
Hold on. He sounds so disappointed. He sounds so annoyed that the tip was that small.
You know? I received a $2.13 tip. Did you ever play Street Fighter in an actual arcade when you were in Seattle or somewhere? And did you ever play another human in arcades recently? The last time I went to an arcade was pre-COVID, if I remember correctly. And they didn't have Street Fighter, they had Tekken. And I think I played Tekken at an arcade against somebody ages ago. But that's it. Like, no, I haven't been to there's no arcades with fighting games or anything around here, nor would I go to one. I'm not really interested in it. All right, guys. That's it for the show. Chill show today, right? Very different than the norm. I hope that you guys enjoyed. And thanks. Leave feedback, obviously, on the video here. Let me know what you think. Hopefully, these segments were good. What I'll do is I'll probably pop out 2 highlights. One will be us checking out the quality of the shirts, and one will be gaming schedule update for those interested. And just thanks in general. I think it was a great show. We're more relaxed today, right? We didn't have to worry about drama nonsense and idiocy and stupidity. Instead, it was just a nice time together, and I had a good time with you all. All right, now.
Yeah, and look at what happened. You only got $12 So yeah, it's almost like you fucking need the fucking drama to make the money.
Remember, no gameplay today. Right now, we're gonna head over to DSP React, so stick around. You'll see the thing. It'll say, hey, click over to get over there. You can do that. And tonight, we're gonna chill over on DSP Throwback, the nice retro React Resident Evil 1 stream. That's gonna be fun. Tomorrow, we get back to full-time gameplay with Warhammer. Okay? All right, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks to those who did support. And I will see you all over on DSP Reacts, or I will see you tomorrow for another fun edition of the One Podcast. Peace out, everybody. Okay, so yes, as I said, I'm going to jump over to that channel momentarily. In fact, let me just get initial setup done here. What I will do is I gotta turn on the back to pop up. I also need to need the React logo. There it is. I need to move the leaderboard to the top. That's worked better, so that way we can read subtitles, right? No? And yeah, we already saw this video. Someone probably didn't realize it, but we already saw this video last year. So I'll just let them know. You gotta go back and watch it. We're not gonna watch this video again. I feel bad this person probably didn't know, so they might have to like submit another video for like next week, a double video, because this is one we've already done. Okay. It is 1 hour. It should be 1 hour on DSP Reacts. Did I set it up correctly? I was just asked, is it 1 hour or 24-hour sub mode on DSP Reacts? It should just be the 1 hour. If it's not, I must have set the stream up wrong. Keep in mind, I was actually having a lot of problems setting this up last week. Let me double check. 1 hour. It's 1 hour. So as long as you've been subbed to that channel for 1 hour, you should be able to talk. Okay? All right, everyone. I'm about to say let's adjourn. I'll see you over on DSP Reacts. Thanks so much for hanging out here, and I will see you all soon. Peace out. All right.
Okay, and then he's going to stop the stream here, I guess, and then it means we can go to his fucking crappy React channel. So I guess we can do that right fucking now. Which one's his React channel? That one.
Got all their money.
Man, let's fucking rewind it. Let's rewind it until he starts blathering. He's not blathering there. He's not blathering there either. Or there. he starts talking here. Well, not there, but here, maybe.
All right, get
Okay, here's where he starts talking. Fuck me, man. Okay, we want 1080p, and we want 1.5 speed. The game continues until Phil starts recording for his crappy React play.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm just settling in here to get started. Here on DSP Reacts, it is time for DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show, where I watch a variety of clips that you have submitted as the channel members of the channel, and I appreciate you all supporting this channel as members, either of the Ultra or Submissions level. I hope you're ready to relax with me and have a good time, all right? Let's get set up here, and before we begin, let's make sure that everything is working. I think it is. Here I am. Hello. Hello, everyone. And here's our clips. We always go through the Ultra clips first. These are from the Ultra members of the channel, the highest tiered members, and they support the channel the most, so we watch their clips for sure first. And then we swap over to the submissions tier, which is the lower tier where everyone's in a randomized playlist and you have like an equal chance to be viewed. So the thing is, we have 10 videos in the Ultra members tier. However, this first one we've already watched. I'm 100% sure we watched this clip last year. I mean, it's 2 minutes 50 seconds. We can just watch it again. It's so short. But yeah, at this point now, this show's been running nearly 2 years, so it's getting harder to remember and keep track of what I've watched and what I haven't watched, right? So there you go. And then over here we've got the randomized playlist, 23 different videos to go through. What? Wait, what? What? Someone tried to shoot Trump again? Seriously? Yeah. Look, Donald Trump shooting. Someone tried to shoot him again. What the hell is going on? I had no idea. Did you guys hear about that? According to this news outlet, someone just tried to shoot Donald Trump again. What is going on with this shit, man? Well, that's breaking news. I didn't even know about that. Jesus. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Golf course. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hope that you're all ready to chill with me this afternoon. Please support the stream if you can, if you enjoy yourself here. First of all, if you're here, just give the stream a like. This is fucking depressing! Tremendously over the last month. If we can get to 100 likes by the end of today's stream, would be amazing. Right now, we're at 25 with 177 viewers, but we are climbing because the show just started. People are just joining. It'd be great to get some more. Please like the stream if you have a good time. Now, please support the stream. If you do any contribution today, I will shout out whatever you're contributing and give you, a heads up and update the leaderboard here. But also, we want the King streak to continue. We're at 9 straight streams where we have hit the tips goal of 150 bucks. All right. Sadly, we had only $12 in tips on the podcast today. Why? Because I didn't do any drama today. Today was just a chill.
It's amazing. He finally fucking acknowledges that fucking drama equals money, and when he avoids it, he doesn't get the money. So people aren't giving Phil money because they like him. No. People didn't give Phil money because they didn't discuss drama stuff.
Podcast where I showed off merch samples and I went through my gaming schedule. Because of that, we didn't get that drama factor. People didn't freak out, you know what I mean? But I wanted a break from it. I really needed a break from drama today. Too much crap going on. I was like, you know what? I just want to unplug and relax. And that's what we did. We had a relaxing podcast today. So I hope people liked it, those who were there. We had good viewership and everything, but the support, not so much. So today, if you want to support this stream, please tip. Let's hit that King's Tips goal as soon as possible. The sooner we hit it, the better. Then I don't have to keep mentioning it between the videos and everything, right? So please consider contributing. Thank you to those who do. If you do, I will stop to shout out your contribution. You can see the tips link either in the description of the stream, or you can type ¡tips into the chat. That will bring up the chat link that you can just click there, click through, and send a tip my way. And I thank you in advance, anyone who does. Okay? All right, are we ready? I think we shall begin. Get the show on the road. This is before the era of HD video, wasn't it? Yep. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, what episode is this? 82. All right. Hello, everyone.
He is now recording for his shitty React content, which is going to bring an end to today's bingo. Sad that we couldn't get a full house. We had 2 free spaces because of Phil, begging all the time and saying basically all the time. We're 1 burp shy from our free space, but it wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things because we still would have been short by a couple of squares. So
Burger. 5 in a row. That's
2
concerning.
free spaces, but it's not enough because we are 3 away from the full house. Sadly, no full house today. The streak is over. I think we'd won like 2 bingos in a row or 3 bingos in a row or something. We were on a good run. We were on a very good run of form there with all the bingo full houses or whatever. We've done quite well recently. But yeah, it comes to a crashing end today. Tragic stuff indeed. Let's go live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we?
What is a dry aged steak? I'm not even aware what dry aged steak is. So
okay, well, fantastic. Food talk. What a surprise. Is this Google or something? I don't know. It's Google food actually. It's Google. So Phil's on $12. Maybe he's not had fucking time to go through his most recent contributions or whatever. He did recently get, one of the most recent things he reacted to. The stream got shut down briefly. We got stupid content ID matched, and it's a shame because this video is good. Boo fucking who, Phil. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there nice and abruptly. Just, you know, we didn't win bingo today, but sadly, you know, we'll try again tomorrow. The otters are getting fed. The otters are having a grand time in the Monterey Bay Aquarium. How fucking good is that? If only the humans weren't there to ruin this fucking lovely shot of the otters being so goddamn cute. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me with some robust bingo content. I'm sorry again, the stream had issues, like this buffering issues, whatever. I don't know why that was. There was no issues on my end apart from the very start of the stream where I had some dropped frames, but aside from that, wait a second, that human is stealing that otter. You evil bastard, how dare you fucking steal that otter? I can't believe they're tricking the otters into pretending they're fucking getting them fed and it's like, no, we're going to fucking kidnap them. I'd like to report a crime from Monterey Bay, please, and there we go. Nah. Caught in the act. Caught in the goddamn act. Motherfuckers thought I can get away with it. That may have been the otter that bit that jogger. You fucking see a bit of story about the jogger that got mauled by a gang of otters. Nah, that jogger had it coming. Anyway, fuck it, guys. I'm going to wrap things up there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you end up doing. I'll be back tomorrow with some more robust bingo antics and all that jazz. Until then, no, I'm going to end how it always ends by putting the today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So you guys, hope you all have a good one, whatever. See you all tomorrow for some more bingo, but until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.